All right.
You bailed. We didn't.
It's 118-2017. This is the Overdose Talk Show. I'm sitting here, sitting here in New Orleans talking to all my pals up in Illinois. Alex, Andrea, and David Box. How are you all doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Very nice. I'm really,
How is it down there?
It's, dude, it's stupid. Oh, right before I came up here, actually, one of the reasons that it took me a while to get back from the store was, you know, this girl that we know is I guess going to New York for some huge protest. I asked her what the protest was about, and it seemed pretty vague. It seemed like just kind of general leftist stuff, I guess I would call it. She was like,
why have a concise message when you can have lots of messages?
Yeah, it was like a woman's something about you know, protesting against like what they fear is going to be a crackdown on women's health issues with the new administration, and protesting a guy boasting about assaulting women, which I assume is talking about the Donald Trump grab 'em by the pussy thing.
Yeah.
So more stuff where there's no evidence of it actually happening, really. Except the pussy tape, whatever.
Except for the pussy tape? Yeah, well, it's on. Yeah, there's a recording of it happening. So.
Well, whatever. I'm not so sure that wasn't doctored, and even if it was locker room talk. It was locker room talk.
Yeah, I know. We all know the whole routine. If I support a candidate, he could never possibly have done anything douchey. I got it.
No, I was supporting Trump. It was locker room talk.
Yeah, I know.
This protest is being led by well-respected political commentators such as Michael Moore, Alec Baldwin, and Mark Ruffalo.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Sounds really, really well put together. Yeah.
Well, and that's what I told her. So she was all worried. She's like,
Rosie Perez.
Yeah. That's what those things are like. That's why we all stopped going to protests a long time ago. It's because it's fucking lame. Like you that's what I told her. I was like, you're gonna see. She was all worried. She's asking for advice because she's worried that she's gonna get arrested or tear gassed or all this stuff. I'm like, no, you know, that's like the last 100 people that refuse to leave. That's what happens to them. Yeah. You know, like, you're going to be fine. Like, really all it is a bunch of people just getting together to sort of, like, satisfy their own biases, and they just like being around other people who don't challenge the way they think. That's kind of...
Did you say that to her?
Yeah, kind of. But I wasn't, like, belittling her. I was just telling her, like, you know, these things are just, like, kind of just full of assholes and mediocre speakers. Remember when we went to the NATO protest in Chicago?
Oh, yeah.
That had to be the most lackluster lineup of speakers I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Oh, God, and they didn't even know what they were talking about, most of them.
None of them had a clue, honestly. What was it? There was a lot of bitching about how people wanted free college. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember...
What does that have to do with NATO?
I don't know.
No, that's the whole thing.
And it was a lot of Mexican immigrants giving speeches about their, like, horror stories and being like, this is why I should be able to, I guess, have what I want or something. I don't, you know, I want benefits and I'm not legal here, basically, were a lot of the speeches. So, like, you need to make your government include people that it doesn't have jurisdiction over in its doings. Like, that's what when people, like, just want benefits for illegals, that's really what you're saying, is like, you need to, like, somehow make your government documents even more magically expansive than they are. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Yeah.
You need to make this fucking, you know, authoritarian structure, like, also apply to people who don't technically live here.
Yeah.
So
oppress us for once, why don't you?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, what I'm going for there, don't you? No?
We hear you, man.
Okay.
That whole, and you know what the other thing about all those speakers was that none of them really knew what they wanted. And that's what always drove me crazy about being involved in protests. Because you could ask anybody, okay, what are you hoping to achieve by doing this?
I was kind of trying to get at that answer, and I could tell she was kind of getting uncomfortable. And it's, you know what, I'm not going to, like, sit there and be a dick to somebody just because they're maybe, you know, less
stupid.
No, she's just probably a lot less sort of politically aware than somebody like me or you guys, you know?
Or a few years behind where you are now. Because it was only, like 5 years ago that we went to that NATO protest.
Yeah, but when we went there, we didn't know what it was going to be like.
She's not going to a NATO protest.
Right.
Yeah.
She's going to a...
No, I know, but it really wasn't that long ago that we all realized that protesting is not effective, no matter how big it is.
Yeah, and it's really just a big kind of party and a big fuck around.
Well, it's a circle jerk.
Well, and then the other thing is, like, I also told her, I was like, dude, you know, in the end, it's all kind of pointless because you never get a crowd of people to actually interact or attack the people they're really angry at. You're just going to end up fighting the cops, you know, and it's fucking stupid. There's no point to it.
The most moving and effective communication that I ever saw at a protest was at the NATO protest when they had like a stage set up and like they had those war veterans giving speeches and like giving their medals back. Like they real symbolically like threw their medals into the streets in the direction of where the...
That was pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
And I don't know if that was covered on the news, but I have a feeling if people didn't identify and were not sympathetic to their message before, that would have swayed some people if they made that available. But I don't even know if that was ever on TV or if anybody had video of it. I don't know.
That was pretty compelling. I also remember one like former soldier giving a speech and like these three guys at the side of the stage just yelling at him the whole time, calling him all kinds of names, you know, calling him a murderer and a savage and a scumbag and all this shit. And he was just he's like sitting there just like trying to get through the speech. He's just, murderer, fuck you.
Yeah, like you guys, you're you're right. That's why I'm here.
But I get why people are like that because honestly, you know, none of us at any age would have been stupid enough to go fight in this fucking war, honestly.
Right.
I'm sorry to anybody who gets, you know, I know military people are really sensitive about that shit, but it's like for obvious reasons, you know. But, you know,
yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the only way I can think of to put it. Is why would anybody be stupid enough to fucking trust this or the previous administration to send you to fucking kill people? Where the fuck, you know? I mean, come on. So I get why people just hate soldiers. I don't personally, but I get why they do.
Yeah, and I know that military people tend to get sucked in longer
What?
They get sucked in longer and more completely than they intend to because the military makes it more and more appealing every time they have the option to leave.
Yeah.
You could leave now, or you can stay and get this amount of money, this kind of security, and get this experience, and you know.
Alex,
yeah, that's what's happening to my cousin right now, Andrea.
It happened to a friend of ours where he did not intend to stay in the military very long and ended up getting sucked into it. And, you know, maybe you join for one reason, which you then realize is wrong. But I read an article not too long ago from an ex-Marine who was like, I could literally see the way that people were making money off of what was happening around me and the combat. And he's like outlining all the prices for ammunition and saying, you know, every 10 minutes we fire one of these and it costs $190 every 10 minutes. You know,
yeah,
and that's like nothing.
And then
so
people
he became disillusioned with that and kind of became this like, okay, well, if I can be here, I can do as much good as I can because I can see what's really happening and I can do my part to block the bad parts of it, you know. And I do think there's more people like that than meets the eye. That's all.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're all just like heartless murderers, but I'm just saying, you know, it's not. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that, you know, overall we're not doing anyone any good by being there, you know. Well, except for a very few people that are making billions and billions of dollars. But that's what this all comes down to. Anyways, is really it's all like he was saying. You know, what do you think is the motivation behind, you know, the fucking excessive military action that we have going on all over the place? What do you think if it's not to make all of that fucking money? that comes along with it, with weapons production and ammo sales and all of that shit. It's like, yeah, we pay for all of that shit. You know, we're not. It's not like it just comes. It's not like our government, takes tax dollars and then produces all this stuff. You know what I mean? They give it to fucking.
Which, like, would that even be better, or?
Kind of. I think I might be a little more comfortable with it in a weird way, but you know what I mean? It's like there are people I don't even know who they are. I'm just talking out of my ass, kind of. But there's obviously people making shitloads of money off of every conflict, and so I mean, it's not hard to fucking figure out the motivation, and that none of it is fucking valid or necessary. Right?
Yeah. That's the whole point I was making.
Yeah, I know. I'm just taking up time.
All right. Where are we going with this?
So the protest in New York.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. Especially a woman's protest. Can you imagine how that's going to go?
Oh.
Damn.
She did make sure to tell me that men are invited. They're not excluding men. And my natural assholeness made me say this to her. I said, "Well, how the fuck would you exclude men? Anyways, honestly, how would you ever enforce that?
How would you keep them out? Exactly.
We're way stronger than you are."
That's basically what I was saying. Like, dude, anything a group of men want to do to a group of women is happening. I'm sorry. It's just there's no way that you can stop it. And I think that probably isn't so much in the spirit of what they're doing.
They will come over and grab you right by the pussy.
Whoa.
Shit, if we want to. That's why you guys have to be such fucking brutal, conniving fucking freaks. With no emotion and fucking just cold spider-like, whatever, dude.
Spider-like.
Yeah, you're
I
spider-like.
think the word you're looking for is cunt.
No, they're spider-like. I didn't want to say. I say cunt so much. I did want to say cunt, but I tried not to, and then it just got weird.
Lost all meaning.
Yeah. But you're like spiders. You weave your little webs and exsanguate. All of the life out of someone. That's how it works. Just fucking leave carcasses. Every woman in her 30s really is. They just have like carcasses laying around symbolically, of course, ladies and gentlemen.
I think Vinny's just projecting now.
No, I'm terribly jaded. I'm totally willing to admit that. Women are, but come on, Andrea, you're terrible.
Oh yeah. I'm terrible.
But that's why you guys have to be like that. Is because honestly, you needed to develop some kind of way to have any say in anything. You know what I mean? Because like if
because I just don't let her do anything.
Well, no, I'm saying culturally,
as a highway, Missy.
As we developed as a culture,
Young
like
lady.
you guys needed a way to have a reason for anybody to even be polite to you. Because who would give a shit? You go back far enough, like, oh, look at this fucking small thing. I'll just use its holes and fucking throw it against a wall, whatever. And that would have been just the way things were forever, unless you had figured out all of those mind games.
No, you needed us to gather. We were the gatherers.
Oh, I forgot about.
Could have figured out gathering.
We didn't have any clue how to gather. All we could do is just run through the forest, killing stuff. And just
and then what? And then you just leave it.
And then we just leave it there.
Gather it.
Yeah. You were
stupid.
Gatherer retrievers. I forgot about that phase.
Pick up our shit.
Mm-hmm. Go get our fucking meat.
Yeah,
bitch.
That's right.
All right, whatever. Let's get into the real news of the day. This wonderful mayor up in what is it? Warren, Michigan. Why have I never? Yeah. You said it's the third biggest city in Michigan.
Yeah, and it's also Detroit's largest suburb.
Okay, so it is over near Detroit. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Jim Fouts, Mayor Jim Fouts.
Yeah, because I've never ever heard of this place. And I've never heard of this fucking wonderful treasure trove of a mayor that they have. This guy's fucking awesome.
So in December, a scorned co-worker had been feuding with him.
he's got a very strange look too. He almost looks like, again, like he's one of those people that just looks like he's fake. Like he looks like a younger guy with makeup to make him look older or something.
Yeah,
you know
totally.
what I mean? Like,
well, he's just like a movie character.
Yeah, exactly. He just is like, it looks like a character that like Billy Crystal would be when he was on Saturday Night Live that one time.
Yeah. Just over the top.
Yeah.
Anyway, so County Executive Mark Hackel had been feuding with the mayor, and in December released a series of recordings which he claims are of Mayor Jim Fouts. Maybe we should just play some of them before we give too much away. What do you think?
I am not ready. I'm trying.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying. No. Well, tell us about, just run it down for a second here.
The mayor obviously says that these weren't his actual remarks and he's being framed.
Okay.
But other people who have worked for him admitted that they secretly record him like all the time because he says crazy, stupid, horrible, hateful stuff constantly.
Oh yeah. Well, and from what I heard, where did you get? Did you see any of the interviews that people did?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to one with one of his advisors who was telling stories that were just like outrageous and hilarious. Like he's like, this guy, and he was talking about him very candidly. He's just like this guy is a psycho. He's like, everyone records him constantly because you record all your conversations with him because he will either lie about it later, misrepresent it to someone else, or go back on something he says, or he's always like threatening to sue people for stuff and blah blah blah. And so everybody just records everything basically just to protect themselves around the guy. But they've started, I guess, realizing they could leak this stuff and get him in a lot of trouble.
And leak it they did.
Yeah, the guy's a nutcase. He's great. He's sitting here talking about, I didn't even realize, I thought he was just using like retarded people to describe, some group he had to go talk to or whatever. Like
you use that to describe your friend when they're being retarded.
Yeah, so he's actually talking about retarded people in this clip, I believe.
Yeah.
Is this, hold on, let me try to play this. We're trying to use, oh, son of a bitch.
Well,
sorry.
We know that he was, talking about real retarded people because he later issued a statement that said the contents of this tape do not reflect my attitude towards the mentally challenged. So
for retarded kids, fine, I guess. But you see these people like I don't know, what good are they? They're dysfunctional human beings. They're not even human beings. Can you imagine you stand up at the urinal and you drop your drawers to pee? I don't know what they do when they take a shit. They bash them for retarded kids.
Sorry.
For retarded kids.
This is weird to do. We have a computer problem tonight, and I'm playing audio off my fucking phone. But I like that he goes straight to that though.
Urinal and you drop
this
your
part.
Drawers to pee. I don't know what they do when they take a shit. They probably sit down and hutch. I don't want any part of this. This is one of the worst things about being mayor. This is the bottom of the barrel. I relate to retarded people, and I don't want to be around them. And I wish them well in a cage.
I wish them well in a cage.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're not even human beings. Wait, but at first he says, tonight I'm going to meet a group of retards. Tonight is retard night.
Tonight is retard night. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that is hilarious. I wish Matt Gear was here to comment.
Yeah, Matt Gear hates retarded
strong
people.
Opinions about retarded people.
Yeah.
That was so weird when we.
That was told me that retards should be exterminated as babies.
Yeah, that was so weird when we learned that about Matt Gear, because he's always like the most like liberal person we've pretty much ever had on the show.
Yeah, and, inclusive.
I don't remember that. What did he say about retarded people?
He's just like disgusted by them and thinks they should be put out of their misery, and like that they should all be aborted and shit. Like before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Or euthanized if you find out after they're born.
I think he had the one exception for like an autistic people on a certain autistic spectrum, because there's like savants and everything that have.
Right.
in historical figures and made huge breakthroughs and stuff. But like beyond that, he was pretty much like, yeah, trash him.
Yeah.
By today's standards, Einstein was autistic.
Yeah.
But that's not.
Let's trash Einstein.
Do like a Hunger Games scenario with them, and we just let the best ones live.
I also
yeah.
I don't think anybody that's talking about retarded people means autistic people. I don't know, I just think it's kind of a different thing, because we know people that are autistic, and I found that out like 2 years after I met them, and I'm like, okay, there's nothing wrong with you,
Well, there's a spectrum, though, and the younger you are, the more severe it tends to be.
No, I
People
understand
kind of
that.
grow out of their symptoms with that, usually.
So what's the worst end of the spectrum? What does that look like?
Nonverbal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
you could be nonverbal your whole life. Unemotional, violent.
Context blindness, so like you'll just never really know what people are saying. You like hear the words and just process them in a very intensely literal way that just breaks down all communication.
Remember that Chris Kattan character from Saturday Night Live, where he's just like in a loincloth and eats an apple and spits it all over the room?
Oh, who cares? God, I hate fucking Chris Kattan. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know if there's ever been anyone less funny that got as successful as that. You know what I mean? Out of all of the fucking unfunny
Jimmy Fallon?
hack motherfuckers. No, Jim Fallon is not nearly as bad as Chris Kattan, I don't think.
Oh, no? What about Rob Schneider?
I was just going to say Rob Schneider.
Yeah, dude, Rob Schneider's a dick. He's such an asshole, too. You ever hear him, like, interviewed? He's such a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Cocky fucking ass for no reason. What are you doing, Rob Schneider?
What did you do?
What did you contribute? Ugh, God.
Bobby.
The Animal, and The Animal 2.
Dude.
Oh, and Deuce Bigelow.
Fucking childish,
Deuce Bigelow too.
Childish, simple comedy. Chris Kattan is just. He really just he creeps me out. It's not even how unfunny he is, which is a lot. It's also I just get such a weird, creeped out pedophile vibe from him. Just like ugh.
Also, he looks like a chimpanzee.
Yeah. Nobody else sees that?
He's not black.
Yeah, he does have some.
Andrea.
He has some monkey-like features.
Hey, I'm just following my boy, Mayor Jim Fouts.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we're talking about Jim Fouts.
You didn't see this, but she was doing this shoulder shrug thing just now.
Got the Fouts shoulders.
Yeah, she's going crazy here with her shoulders.
He claimed that these were clever, engineering tricks and stuff that made these tapes.
Oh,
Didn't he?
I thought you were going to end it at clever. I didn't say
Tonight
these, but
is
they're
retard
clever.
night.
Hold on.
I didn't say any of these things, but I wish I came up with them.
Yeah.
Whoever this is, they're spot on. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm having all right, let me try to play another one of these. This is fucking hard on here.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
She doesn't
Everybody want to have that as part of their thing. I'm for Dr. Kevorkian,
That's it?
I think that was him saying that he wanted to euthanize retards.
Yeah, that's whatever. We just said that like 6 times.
Retards.
Nobody
fantasy
cares.
of meeting even if they're hookers and bringing them back to my place. Now maybe that won't happen, but that's what I fantasize.
Oh, Jesus. He has a fantasy about bringing hookers home, I guess.
Sure sounds like the same guy's
Keep my
voice in
diapers.
this.
I don't know, maybe. I think really, I don't dare say that publicly, but why bring, I see these old people pushing their retarded daughter around and that, for what reason? I don't know. She doesn't know what she's doing.
I mean, he's not wrong in a weird way.
I feel like you could make a very Darwin argument to support what he's saying. It's just he's not very articulate.
Well,
Right, and also he's a mayor and in the public eye.
I think
Probably just not good business tactics.
as a kid, I do remember thinking, like, before you get inhibited or start to get, like, empathy as you grow up. Did you guys tell me that empathy's natural and that I'm fucked up? Is that what happened? I
Yeah.
think that you develop empathy because you learn it. Does that mean I'm a sociopath?
Yeah, I think it's I think we learned that it's a natural thing in like babies and monkeys to have empathy.
Well, because I remember being
sociopath.
I remember being younger and thinking, like, when we would see, like, you just see like somebody being wheeled around as they're like drooling and, you know, like wrapping their hands around each other and stuff and being all like, it is like your first uninhibited thought is like, what is the point of that? You know what I mean? I don't. He's. I kind of like this guy. It's like, for what?
Well,
for what reason?
What kind of? I mean,
if your worldview is
are we talking about when we say we should euthanize them? Because like there are a lot of retarded people that can still contribute a lot.
Well, like Down syndrome people. They like drive and have their jobs and their own apartments.
Okay.
They like get married and have kids, but they're retarded.
We're talking the completely out of touch, like drooling, no motor skills.
Yeah.
Like basically.
What about that guy who was
the Terry Schivos?
Yeah.
Hold on though, because there's that guy who was.
No, because if you killed all the retarded people, nobody would work at Juul. So
that's
also
true.
you'd screw up the curve,
dude,
and then people like Alex would be considered retarded.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Alex, you got to be careful what you support here. That is true though about the grocery store. I remember going there. Anytime you would go there before like 3 p.m., the one where I used to live, it was run by retarded people. The entire thing, the entire store was retarded before 3 p.m. You know what I'm talking about, right, Alex?
Oh yeah.
Where you're just like, what is going on? And like, I don't want to talk to any of these people.
Not that there's anything
like,
wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because people don't come to steal stuff until it gets late, and then that's when they get a couple normies there.
That's when they need real employees.
Yeah.
Right.
And they need a normie to close down the shop at the end of the day.
Of course.
Yeah, someone's got to count the money and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's not be ridiculous here.
Yeah.
So what else? I was looking for the more racist ones. I thought there were racist recordings.
There
Oh,
are.
yeah.
I don't know. You might not have any in the ones that you have because there were a bunch of them, but they're not all available.
Okay, I have some quotes. Will that do? That'll have to do for right now. Let's see. We got Fouts comparing African Americans to chimpanzees. Do we want that? Would anyone like that?
Yeah, I would like that.
Here's what he said. Blacks do look like chimpanzees. I was watching this black woman with her daughter, and they looked like two chimps. I saw that one earlier,
Fair.
and there was more to it. He went on to describe their facial features in like detail. That one was longer. In another recording, the N-word is used. Yeah, in the interview I heard with his advisor, he was describing a scene of this guy making fun of his voters basically by dancing around like a monkey and screaming nigger in his office and doing like monkey noises and the old chimp arms, where you scratch both sides of you.
This guy exists in a different reality.
Yeah, well,
Totally.
I mean, Michigan's fucking weird. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
about
Michigan's
that
weird,
first.
but he's in a suburb. I assume that's similar to like where we're from.
I don't know, dude.
He's an elected dude.
Yeah, the suburbs of Detroit don't really look like the suburbs of Chicago, to be honest. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just.
Well, it doesn't sound like it, at least.
It's just different. It's kind of shitty. It's just I don't know.
Wait, okay, so retards and blacks aren't enough. He also has some awesome comments regarding older women, calling them mean, hateful, and dried up, and using vulgar terms for female genitalia.
Yeah, I mean this guy. Maybe besides the chimpanzee stuff, everything else is kind of just talking like a regular like blue collar guy, but you're just not supposed to say that shit when you're mayor.
Well, he was.
Or when people are recording
He was born in the 40s. I mean, this is kind of expected by someone who's 74.
I'm not interested in any old ugly hag. I think they're dried up, washed up, burned out. How do you know that every single fucking guy who's over the age of 50 starts saying shit like that? That's just a thing you say when you get older and you're mad because your wife sucks now. It's like, ugh. And you were looking around at like 25-year-old girls just like, oh my God, what happened to me? Fucking this stupid old.
Sounds awful.
That's what you get.
This stupid old hag and her wife breath. Ugh.
Oh boy.
Tell me about it.
Disgusting. No, it is. It is amazing how disgusting a pretty woman can be. Like, my girlfriend is so fucking horrifying when she wakes up. Like, dude, her breath smells like fucking sewage. I'm not shitting you. In the morning. Like, it's just beyond anything acceptable. Like, just it should not exist. And then I told her that, and she goes, well, I have a rotting tooth. Like, oh, God.
Oh my God.
Fucking idiot.
You mean a dead tooth?
She's just gross. But she's like a
got a
hot
dead
blonde chick, but really when you get in and start digging around, she's disgusting.
Yeah,
You know?
nobody's as hot as you think they are.
No.
Everybody's gross.
What else is going on here? Where's and she's only she's only 30 too, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, you are in for it.
right.
Just wait.
The good news is that Mayor Fouts will not be resigning. He will. He said, "I will be here through at least 2019 as the people wanted me to."
This guy is going to just be stuck in this lie because he already said, no, that's ridiculous. I never said those things. This is a fake He's going to have to just stick with that because you can't then come out later and go like, oh, you know what? Come to think of it, I did. I thought you were asking about something else, actually.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the recording.
I really hope this isn't the last we see of this dude.
Oh, it won't be,
Yeah.
dude. Everybody that has fucking worked with this guy is all starting to come out now. Somebody's calling him a stalker, blah blah blah, and calling him insane and stuff. There's all these people with all these, quotes, but this guy is just amazing.
Okay, now the other thing is that he has to stop saying anything like any of this, because if someone gets a new recording, and if they trick him into identifying himself on that recording,
Oh, yeah.
and then he says something super fucking crazy, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds. I would guess that this is probably just about the end of his career. I mean, he's saying,
Yeah.
he's gonna stay or whatever. He won't resign, but can't they fucking throw him out, tar and feather him?
Jim
Put him in a dumpster.
What'd you say?
He's a
Alex?
good man.
Hold on,
He's a good man.
I think we missed one of these recordings. I want to see what it is. Where is it? There we go. Huh? No? What the hell is it? Sorry.
Kind of decide on so Gus, I said, what happened to those girls you're going to get from me, Gus? He said, I can't get it. I got it. Now, instead of Friday past, I would be going to meet some women. Tonight, I'm going to meet a group of retards.
Oh, yeah. We heard this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tonight is retard night.
Tonight is retard night. I kind of want to hang out with this guy. I would even go to retard night with him just to see what it's like,
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to see the mayor just be in the mayor's office while he's straightening his tie. And, I like to think he's probably drunk, drinking a little bit, maybe, and he's just standing there, fixing his tie, going all right, let's go see the fucking retards.
Yeah, you
Retard
should call him and be like, I'll go to retard night with you if when we get back to your office afterwards, we can just make fun of every single one of them.
Oh, dude,
together.
how great would that be to hang out with the mayor?
I bet he's really good at it.
Yeah, and just lambast retarded people in a limousine as you're driving away. It's they're
Go to an event and sneakily take pictures so you can reference and be like, oh my god, this one.
They're beneath insects. They're worthless. Just fucking drinking champagne with the mayor. That would be great. Just drive through a poor neighborhood and laugh at everyone. Fuck you.
Oh yeah. Well, the American dream.
This guy. Okay, wait. Are we about done with him or what? Sorry,
Yeah.
I keep trying to. I'm trying to do everything off my phone, and it's really fucking stressful. Let's do something else.
Yeah, that's okay.
Have you ever been spanked?
Talk about
Yeah,
that.
actually, I was as a child. Why?
Could you explain yourself?
No.
All right.
Avoiding the question.
Okay, so I heard about a new thing that now I'm really scared of.
What?
And it's called cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome.
Yeah,
Has
what is
anybody
this?
heard of it?
Some kind of weed disease?
Weed
It's a fucking weed disease.
That's exactly what it is.
So it's allegedly it like causes digestion problems, and you have like a really bad stomach ache and really bad nausea, and the symptoms can last for months. And they say it's caused by consuming marijuana once a day for a prolonged period of time.
Oh.
Now, I don't know about
Yay.
everybody else on the phone or on the show here.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. I can't fathom how I've never ever heard of this, considering every single person I know has smoked weed every day for like the last 10 years,
So
at
what's-
least.
No, well, certain people are more susceptible to it, but it's actually more chronic use every day.
Well, that's
And
all
like
of us.
and chronic use for over 10 years. So, I think we're
Right.
all good, right? Right?
Yeah, it doesn't apply to anybody here. So it's popping up most widely in places that have legalized recreational use, and where large companies and the government has started getting their hands into growing weed and selling it for commercial use, or just selling it for money or whatever. And it's frequently treated with like pharmaceuticals. They prescribe drugs, painkillers, anti-nausea medicine,
Right.
stuff like that. So I thought that was really weird that that's how that timing worked out.
Yeah.
And I read an interview with the doctor too, who said, if you had asked me in 2004 about this, I would have told you that it doesn't exist and it's a made-up disease. And he's like, now working in the ER, like I can absolutely 100% tell you this is a real thing.
Huh.
So
Did you grab that thing? I'm sorry, hold on. I'm trying to see the fucking Evernote and I can't. Did you grab that article about Monsanto?
I could not find what you were talking about. I'm not sure if that was a real thing.
That might have been fake then. Okay.
I found a thing about how Monsanto has like announced that they want to invest in that industry, but nothing concrete has happened.
Okay. Well,
So-
I don't know, dude. I would assume that this is why I never wanted them to legalize weed in the first place, is because I just assumed that then it's just a slippery slope to where you're buying all Monsanto-produced weed for some reason. They'll just
Right,
figure
or
out
you're
a way
buying
What?
some type of weed that makes you sick and need pharmaceuticals.
Okay, that's what you
Because
think?
they're taking this thing that doesn't create an addiction. What else is like marijuana that doesn't create an addiction? Because you have tobacco that's sold and is highly addictive,
Mhm.
alcohol that's sold legally and is highly addictive,
Right.
pharmaceuticals that are sold legally and are highly addictive.
Yeah.
So they have to
Kratom.
figure out a way to make marijuana addictive, or make it so that it generates an addiction to something else. That's the only way that they can make money off of it, especially if after it's legalized, they lose all the money out of the prison industry
You know,
for
I honestly,
marijuana offenses.
Isn't there just like too much money in the weed industry though? Like,
There's so much that Colorado was forced to return money to its citizens because it had too much money because of weed.
Wait.
yeah. So I mean, like, is
Colorado,
money
you-
really the?
Sorry, Andrew, you cut out. They return money to who?
The citizens.
Oh, okay.
Anyone who paid taxes got like an extra return on top of whatever else they were getting
Oh,
because
wow.
the state earned too much money.
Because
Yeah.
they tax
didn't have
weed
anything
that
to do with
heavily.
it.
See, that's the
Yeah.
other. That's the other thing is like people act like that's a good thing. Like, oh wow, you guys are making shitloads of money for the government. Awesome. That's cool.
Well,
Um,
yeah. So, but with that, can money really be the motivation for sabotaging marijuana and making it addictive or?
Well, yeah, because it
poisonous?
goes so much bigger. I mean, at a state level, you don't have the same power as at a federal level.
Oh, what's the
So at the,
But why break it if it's working? You know, like.
you're not breaking it. You're adding another layer. People aren't going to quit smoking weed because the possibility of getting this disease after 10 years
I'm
has
not.
risen.
So what's
I
the
guess
deal?
people haven't
What,
stopped
right?
smoking cigarettes.
what is the
Yeah,
deal with this
so-
disease? What happens to people?
They just get chronic horrible stomach pain and nausea, and it lasts for months without ceasing.
You vomit and vomit and vomit, but as soon as you stop smoking weed for a few days, it goes away.
It goes away. Yep.
Oh wow, that sucks. Jesus.
That sounds concocted.
It doesn't. No. It's not always a few days. Sometimes it takes longer for people because it can take as long as it takes for it to clear out of your system, which can be like a month. And if they don't identify it the right way the first time, people will keep smoking weed because they think, oh, it'll settle my stomach, it'll make me hungry, it'll make me sleep, and really it's just harming them even more, supposedly.
So
that's just like a cruel, concocted fucking thing.
And it seems so counterintuitive to all of the, so many of the uses that marijuana has.
Well, why are you saying it's concocted? And that's such an awkward word to be using too.
Sorry. Yeah, I know.
He
but
just wanted to say cock.
Yeah, that's what it is. But like,
you fag.
Haven't people been using this shit for fucking years? And like, why now all of a sudden is this a thing? You know,
right.
Wouldn't there be?
Because weed is a lot stronger, and maybe some of these people are using these extracts that have like 80-90% THC. People are taking edibles all the time.
Dude, and that's true. And that shit can get real very fast with edibles.
The best weed you can get is what, like in the 20% of THC, and if you're taking 80-90% hits of this extract, you're getting a lot of fucking THC. So maybe
the highest I ever got was from a weed soda. The highest I've ever been in my entire life. I drank one weed soda.
Were you supposed to drink?
Not even one.
Not even a whole one. No, that's true.
A third of the bottle.
Yeah.
And we passed the fuck out.
No,
really?
we were too high. We just we were in a hotel room in Colorado, and we were just laying on our backs looking at the ceiling and saying things like, we should take the dog out.
It was like
just your
like Hypnotoad from Future. From what is that?
That's Futurama. Yeah, we were. The world did not exist.
Yeah, that's almost really
poor dog.
It's kind of
it's just there looking at us like, you guys all right? What's going on?
I used to really like my owner. She would play ball with me.
You've really changed, Andrea.
Wow.
Yeah. So hold on. So what would the motive be for somebody to concoct this this virus or disease or whatever, you know?
Well, as Andrea was saying,
marijuana they bad.
Well, they
that
put
it doesn't get legalized,
I guess.
And maybe also to add the addiction layer,
right?
Because
hold on, how does that?
Addiction,
that's what I'm not understanding. How does that make it addictive?
No, it doesn't make weed addictive. People were using weed to get off stuff like prescription painkillers, and Andrea said they get prescribed those painkillers again to
treat
cure
this thing caused by the weed.
So they're just hoping with the decline in people taking painkillers that more people will get addicted to it.
Is it really happening in that big of numbers to how many people?
Maybe it will.
The government's shipping in heroin now that they've cut back on the painkillers, and the use in heroin has risen a lot.
Oh yeah.
So, that's their ultimate plan is they need someone to buy their heroin and their pills. So
right, exactly.
The heroin use has risen so much that Seattle,
Andrea, it's rised.
Has rised so much?
No, that's what he just said, though. I was making
I was going to correct myself. Is raised.
The heroin use is risen so much that in Seattle they're starting to open safe consumption sites where you can safely go consume illegal drugs under the supervision of medical professionals, and they will intervene if you overdose or become harmed in any way.
Yeah.
And if you ever express the desire to get clean and go to rehab, they place you in a rehab facility.
And then they harvest your organs and kill you.
No, but it's a super weird thing, and they have them all over Europe, which makes more sense over there because it's not a drug addiction, and drugs in general are not treated the same way. Addiction is a disease,
sure,
which requires treatment Whereas here it's a crime, which requires.
No, everyone says that, but really, there's a huge stigma for drugs there, worse than here.
Really?
Well, that's
Yeah,
so,
like,
but you don't have as many
totally
official roadblocks in their way like we do here.
Like, there's so many countries, like especially these really socialist countries there, that like even weed is like you're crazy to use it.
Why? Because of the penalties?
No, because they believe all of
the average.
Because they don't have the internet.
They just listen to the government.
Yeah, but Andrea, there's a lot of people that have the internet that are very anti-drug. It's hard to believe.
I know, I'm just kidding.
It's hard to believe, but it's fucking still going on.
I know, it's so weird.
Yeah.
And I mean, we all, when we got the internet, we started researching weed because we wanted to prove that we were right. Nobody wants to prove that they're wrong, so they're just not going to look at it.
Right, that's true too. So when you were in Eastern Europe, like the average person wanted nothing to do with any drugs of any kind?
Oh. Okay, no. Like my generation, like kids, 20-year-olds for sure. Most of them wanted to get high, but the generations above them, they're our parents' age. They're so against anything, especially pot. It's weird.
All right, but so okay, where are we going with this? That was supposed to just be a side note. What were you talking about? Oh, we're done with the weed thing.
Yeah,
well,
we were talking about the places you can use drugs in Seattle now.
Yeah,
weed
but
weed doesn't fall under that umbrella.
That shit always bothers me. There's something to me that's just irritating, and I know it's like it's a tiny drop in the bucket, and the government does a ton of shit that I don't approve of or whatever. But I just find it weird to be spending tax dollars on a place for people to get needles to do heroin. It just seems fucking stupid to me. Honestly, I understand it. I'm not just like discounting the fact that like it's good for certain statistics and of disease and crime and stuff like that. But it just, I don't know that I can justify in the way, with the same as I feel about a lot of things that tax dollars are used for. Is it really, everyone who doesn't do heroin's fucking problem and burden to supply you with the shit you need for your terrible fucking habit? You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't matter if someone supplies it or not. Those people are going to get needles and do heroin.
Well, exactly.
So you're saying if you're choosing to do heroin, you deserve to also have the risk of anything else that comes along with it. And
well, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I mean, because I smoke
if
weed
you
all
can be
the time,
safer,
right?
you shouldn't be.
I smoke weed all the time. I have to buy my own pipes. I have to buy my own weed. I have to do it inside here so I don't get arrested. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of things that go into it, and I take care of that all myself. I don't do heroin because if I did heroin, I wouldn't be able to do anything for myself anymore. So that's my issue with it, is like, you're the shitty fucking idiot who got addicted to a drug that completely makes you worthless. Like, you guys have probably never done heroin, but I've done heroin a bunch of times. And honestly, Alex, have you?
Once.
Okay. So you might have the same observation as me. Honestly, if you got addicted to that drug, you don't enjoy life. I swear to God. And I just have little sympathy for people, honestly.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I guess my sympathy comes from when I was younger. I had a handful of friends who, like, we were all friends to start off with, and then they got into heroin, and I hung out with them maybe 2 or 3 times after that, and every time it was just the worst.
Oh yeah, they just
the worst.
You're just drooling.
They're not people.
Right.
They're like retards.
It's retard night.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's how it like. And I'm not gonna lie, it feels fucking good. I'm kind of just like talking for fun about this stuff too, but I mean, I get it. It feels awesome. I
tried it on accident. Someone gave it to me when we were doing coke and didn't tell us that it was heroin.
Yeah.
So we snorted it, and it was cool, but I'd never wanted to do it again. It's like, okay, I tried that. Cool.
Dude, I never like woke up the next day like, oh, dude, I gotta get some more of that in my life. Like, I I would wake up
I
like,
think that
you know.
must happen very gradually. I don't think there's very many people who try heroin once and say, "Oh my god, I have to do it right away."
Yeah, but I
again.
could have gotten it any time that I wanted it.
Right.
You know? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, same with cocaine, honestly. Like, I don't understand why people say it's so addictive. I mean, I
No.
understand if you're doing it every day, but if you just do it on occasion, it's not even that great. I mean, you feel amazing, but I
Yeah, it's
never,
pretty awesome.
I never wake up the next day wanting it.
No, not the next day, but it's usually at least 2 or 3 weeks before you would even do it again. For
Yeah,
me,
that's
for
true.
me at least. But I don't know. I've been known to go on a binge here or there, do a bunch. Like when I was up there making my album, I did coke pretty much every other day. I think for a while I was there.
Well,
It helps.
also, that's one of those things. If it's provided for you, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I was not paying for it most of the time.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'll never pay for it, but if someone has it, sure.
Oh, I'll buy it. See, look, as soon as cocaine comes up, now we just start rambling about coke. That's what this drug is, very infectious. It's just like you sit there and start rambling about fucking inane things about coke. Well, I do buy it, actually. I pay money for it sometimes, and I bring it home and I snort it on my desk and imagine that I'm way more fucking cool than I actually am. It does make you feel like you're a fucking god. Like really good coke. Dude, it'll make you the most confident fucking like, you know, like happy motherfucker you can possibly be.
Yeah.
It is great. I want some coke now. Fuck, I'm gonna have to go get some coke after the show.
I'm literally texting someone right now. But yeah, go on.
What the fuck is happening? I've got
Are you-
nothing to contribute to this conversation.
Are you getting some
So-
coke right now? Sorry. Go ahead, Andrea.
I don't know if I agree with you about the safe consumption
I think I'm gonna
sites.
text somebody too.
We're getting back to this now. Yes, you guys could have a safe place to do your cocaine.
Our houses.
Yeah, our houses. That's
All right,
I
fine.
do have a safe place to do my
Yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah,
It's
or
a
the bathroom of a
safe-
bar, and then you go outside and you're not drooling because you just did heroin.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly,
I,
dude. I could do coke all night and be so polite and sociable to everyone and happy and tell all kinds of stories and jokes and all kinds of shit'll happen. And then I'll go eat a shitload of food and I'll go to bed happy. Try that with a heroin addict. Try it.
Yeah.
There are
you can't.
there's no personable heroin addicts. At least not while they're high, you know.
Right. I had a friend who I knew for a very long time and I really, really admired and loved, except he was addicted to heroin for a long time and he overdosed and died. And I feel like if there was a place like this for him, he might still be around.
Yeah, well, I know
Honestly.
I know who you're talking about, and the last time I hung out with him, he came with me to what the fuck is the college town? God damn it, whatever. He came with me to some college that I had to work at, and it was like 2 or 3 hours away, and we're
Is it Bloomington?
I couldn't. I was gonna say that, but I think it was the other one.
Normal?
No, one of the other ones. Whatever it was, I don't give a shit. So he went there with me, and the entire way, it's like 2 or 3 hour drive. He's supposed to just be keeping me company, basically, just to hang out, and he just fucking snorted a bunch of like pills in, you know, some Norco or some shit or whatever it was. I don't know, and just like drooled on himself and went in and out of consciousness for the entire night. I'm like, all right, well, this was fun.
Yeah,
Just have
that sucks.
you around.
But like when he wasn't using, he was one of my favorite people.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. Whatever. He's dead now. He's dead,
Yeah.
Andrea. He's not coming back.
I know, but you, I mean, there's still people in there. Heroin addicts aren't hopeless, unstoppable individuals.
I know, dude. I just have a hard time having sympathy for him because I've been around so many of them and I've done it myself, and it's fucking stupid. It's pointless.
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
And anyone our age had all the information that they needed to know it was bad.
Yeah,
You know,
dude,
you can say the same thing about alcohol. You can say the same thing about smoking cigarettes. You can say the same thing about any drug.
no, you can't because none of those things make you as worthless day to day as heroin does.
That's
Alcohol does.
Not as
No,
Maybe not as
Not
immediately.
as much.
not as much.
Okay.
It can.
No,
Yeah.
it can't. No,
No.
Just wait.
No.
Just wait.
no, no, no.
I'll say people are cranky on the withdrawals from alcohol addiction, but that's about it. Like
It's the only drug where the withdrawal can kill you.
That's true.
The only one.
That's
you know,
true.
they'll
Alex.
give you alcohol in the
well then,
hospital. Your
yeah,
ass
but
alive.
not if you do it smart. You wean off or you take some
Holy
Xanax while
shit,
you're.
dude. Listen to you justifying what you've got fucking going on right now.
Oh, fuck off.
At least he's not on
No.
heroin.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
but
That's
really,
true.
Fine.
There's, I can Google how to safely detox myself from alcohol and do it. It's not that hard.
Oh my god.
You don't even have to go to a hospital.
Yeah, you probably just need like some apple cider vinegar and honey or something, you know.
Yeah.
No, but
Full of
really,
cinnamon.
Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
no, but they give you like
Little Gatorade.
Xanax or Valium so you don't have seizures and die when you're coming off it. So you just get a few of those illegally and you take them for a couple days.
Ooh, look
Oh,
at you
man.
on the black market with your fancy pills.
That sounds like sound advice. I don't understand how that works, though.
Because it affects the brain the same way, and it lets you relax and it lets you sleep. Because those are like the hardest things to do when you're coming off alcohol, and it just kind of tricks your brain. And then after a few days, you're done with the worst parts of the withdrawal, and then you're good. You just have to stick to it.
Yeah.
Easy
Alex is
peasy.
right.
Yeah.
Alcohol is much better than heroin. How can you not think that?
Oh, it's
I'm
not
not
that I
sa-
don't see that. I
Yeah.
don't think that. It's just that you can make the same arguments about anything.
No, but you can't.
No,
See, because
you
our
can't.
our main argument is that like there's not even a good part about about somebody using heroin. There's like alcohol. Look, it brings us all together, gets everybody to relax. You have a good time. You do silly stuff.
Right.
You make great memories. It's fun. Weed. We all know how great weed is. If you ever been in a fucking long car ride and nobody's saying anything and everything sucks, and then all of a sudden you smoke a bowl and like everybody knows stuff about science now and they're just talking
Yeah,
about
right.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's not the argument that we were making, though. The argument was
no, I know, but I'm
that
just saying.
you could become just as useless a human being on alcohol as you could on heroin.
No, 'cause
Eventually.
Not as
There's-
not
there's-
as fast.
Not as fast. No, I said that in the
yeah,
beginning.
and that's not what we're saying. But you
No.
can get there.
There's functioning alcoholics. There's not a single functioning heroin addict.
No, there are.
But there are
there
also
is.
Yeah.
dysfunctional alcoholics.
Yeah, and there are functional heroin addicts. I knew one. I worked with one. He was a fantastic server.
Yeah,
He was a fantastic
fantastic
heroin addict.
I knew people that could snort heroin because we used to always snort. I never shot it, but I knew people that could snort heroin and like go to the store like right after, and I'd be like looking on the couch, looking at them like they were fucking amazing. I'm like, where are you going? They're like, we're gonna go to the
How?
we're gonna go to the grocery store. I'm like, yeah, just like, how? What? Ugh. I have to throw up now. I would throw up every time I did it too. Just go throw
Oh,
up and
yeah.
then just lay on the
That's
couch.
how you know
just
it's
like,
good.
oh, is it? See, I don't even know anything. I just did a bunch of
Oh, I
it.
I wonder what else these safe consumption places get, though. We've been focusing on heroin, but like,
Oh, well, they have two separate rooms. Well, the ones in Europe do. I don't know if the one in Seattle is going to be exactly the same, but they typically have two separate rooms
gays
for two
and straights.
separate types of consumption.
Blacks and whites.
So there's a smoke room and a not smoke room.
Okay.
So, like, if you need to smoke crack or
What? How
I
is this
wonder
possible?
what's
How
the,
is
what's
this-
the decor like?
Dude,
Is
it's
it
like a doctor's office.
just
There's
white
it's like a
walls
medical
with a
office.
nurse staring you down.
Yeah,
We
and it's
should-
open
horrible.
23 hours a day.
We should all take a vacation there.
that would be fun as shit. Would you guys smoke? I would smoke crack if we went there just for this. You know.
Oh.
Sure.
Well,
If
they
it
don't
was,
provide. First, we'd have to get the crack.
oh, they
they
don't
don't provide the
provide
crack.
it. What a jip.
Oh, I could get crack anytime.
All right,
I've got my block has like several friendly crackheads. You know what I mean?
nice.
Yeah. that like help you out with stuff. I could just get crack from one of them. I'm sure they rip me off because I have no idea what it's fucking crack costs.
One crack rock.
One
Yeah.
crack rock, please.
I feel like It's Always Sunny. Like
$500.
Yeah.
$800.
So, but I could get some crack. I would do that for the show too. I would go to that safe consumption place and smoke some crack and put it on YouTube, and just to show. And I would make like a weird mixed up message about like, look, we used to support this place, but it actually got me addicted to crack. I never would have smoked crack if it wasn't for this place opening up. They made it safe for me to come try it. I thought I would give it a shot. Now I can't stop. Crack.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Crack. I do understand people getting addicted to crack. I did try me some crack a couple times, and that shit is fly. Let me tell you. Crack is fly. It's not whack. It's fucking awesome. Dude. Oh God, it's so much fun. But I probably, it gets probably horrible pretty quick. But the first time I did it, I did do it again the next day. I was like, I gotta fucking do it again. Yeah, and then you would just all you want is more crack. Like it never gets old. You're just like, crack more. Can we get more? Can we stay up till fucking forever and just smoke crack now? Just okay.
When you see
never
like
sleep.
Yeah.
when you see someone doing crack in the movie, do you want it?
No. I mean, I
Or
would,
do you think about it?
even with all, I would just do about anything. If somebody was like, I've always been that way. I'll try whatever drug. I don't care. I'm pretty cool about it. I wouldn't do meth, I don't think, but like even with all that shit I just talked about, heroin. If somebody came over right now and was like, "Hey, you want to do a bump of heroin?" I'd be like, all right,
Yeah.
I guess. I wouldn't shoot it. Just fucking snort a little off my hand.
No.
That's what we used to do when I was a busboy, and I worked with all these black guys that were like 10 years older than me, and I was like fresh faced 18 suburban 18 years old suburban kid. You remember when I kind of like looked like Screech almost when I had like curly hair and I was like really skinny. So, and of course I say that because what do you think all the fucking black guys I worked with called me?
Screech.
Yep,
Hey,
of course.
hey, yo, Screech.
Captain Diamond.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
took it one further.
Oh dude, they did everything they could with it, trust me. It was way overused. But they were also, my friends. You fucking work with people every day, and we started hanging out and stuff. And they used to. The one day, the guy's like, "Hey, you want to do some coke while we're working?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So he runs in the bathroom. He's like, "Come with me." I'm like, "All right." And he just he's like, "Stick out your hand." He just dumps a bunch of coke on the back of my hand, and I was like, "All right, now what?" And then I see him he dumps out the rest of the bag on the back of his hand and just like jams his hand up into his nose and just like snorts his whole pile. And then he's like looking at me like, "Come on, man, hurry up." I was like, "Oh fuck, I have to." It's like it's a whole pile of coke, I normally had just done like little lines, And I'm just like, all right, fucking snorted the whole thing. And like we wash off our noses and walk back out just geeking. Like,
Geeking.
yeah. Waiting, bussing tables. That's what we were doing. But yeah, so I would do that. I would do that right now. This is what I'm saying. Anybody offers me a drug, I'm probably going to do it. One time somebody's like, "Here, you want some fucking pure MDMA powder?" I'm like, "Yes." Never thought about it before. Never had any desire
Now
to do
I
this.
can't live without it.
But I'll take it, yeah. And it was crazy. I don't know, man. Just think that's how you should be. You should just be willing to try things. I fucking hate people that have never done any, like, I've got this guy that I like, who I hate. His name's Lee, and he did the show with me, All Wasted, a few shows ago.
Yeah.
And that guy has never even tried weed.
What?
Pussy.
All he's ever done is drink alcohol. Never smoked a
Is he,
cigarette. Never tried
From
weed.
America?
Kind of. He's from North Dakota.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. They are.
That's fair.
He's from like somewhere that's like, because that's a different kind of middle of nowhere. Like the Midwest has middle of nowheres, but I don't think we ever had anything like the vast expanse of nothingness that they have up there. It's probably a weird culture,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
But he's never done anything, and it was pissing me off. And we were doing coke, okay, when he was over, And he said he would try it earlier. He's like, yeah, I would try cocaine. And so we went and got some coke, and then he fucking pussied out at the last second. And I was like, come on, you fucking. And I was like trying to pressure him into it. Like, just fucking try it. It's nothing's gonna happen to you, you fucking idiot. Just do it.
Yeah.
You know, just like really trying hard to get this guy to do coke.
Stupid.
But yeah, oh yeah, it was completely like something that you think never happens in a like an anti-drug video. It was it was happening. I was doing it. I was like fuck you. You're such an asshole if you don't even just do one line. We went and bought it because of you. It's like, come on.
That would piss me off.
Yeah, dude. It really kind of pissed me off. And then after that, I found out that he had never even tried smoking weed. And I was just like, dude, fuck you. God damn it. What's wrong? But
You ain't been through the gateway.
yeah. Man, you still all boxed up. Start talking to him like Charles Manson. Maybe that would have worked.
Yeah.
Man, there's things you
God, put
need
the
to
yoke
see. Yeah, my uncle had to turn tricks on the corners. Just put the yoke on it. Wasn't that what it was?
Yeah, something like that. Put the yoke on it. He said that about a lot of stuff, though.
I'm not
there's
even
a guy.
I'm not even Charlie Manson. I'm a 13-year-old runaway girl named Colleen Maddox. Remember that one where he just goes all fucking crazy, doing like an interview in prison, and he's just like, your children. I didn't steal anyone's children. Your children came to me. I didn't. And he just starts going all like gibberish, all nutty. You've seen that, right?
Oh, helter skelter, yeah.
What are you talking about?
I was just saying he goes all helter skelter. I
Oh,
was
good
making a
one.
joke.
Yeah, that was good. Sorry, I don't know. I was
Yeah.
distracted.
The best jokes are the ones you have to explain.
Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that. All right, let's take a break. I gotta smoke.
All right.
Be back in a minute on the Overdose Talk Show. Yay! Today.
I don't know.
All right, here, wait. Quiet on the set. I know that's so true. Yeah, all right, we're back on the Overdose. Everybody calm down. We got all riled up in the break talking about something. I think I made a joke about brandy. Was how this started. And there may have been a Moesha reference that happened, and David Box goes, am I supposed to know what any of this means? I'm like, what, you've never heard of brandy or Moesha? No, he says. And then we remembered that, how would you put it, Andrea?
David Box has a blind spot.
He's got kind of a blind spot where he just knows absolutely nothing about anything to do with like black culture or entertainment or anything.
Yeah.
It's like he knows nothing. David Box knows nothing about black people. And
Yeah.
we wanted to explore. What was it? What was the other thing that we already? Alex said.
I have a question. Yeah.
Yeah. Alex asked him if he knew what FUBU was.
No, if you
Yeah.
knew what FUBU meant.
Oh well, no.
Yeah.
Let's not even start there. David Box, do you know what FUBU is?
No.
Okay. Let's
Wait,
let's do this. Like,
can you
let's-
turn off-
Let's do this. Wait.
Is it
Stop.
is it an acronym or?
Well,
Stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
but,
yes.
But let me rewind. Let's do this like a game show. So let me ask it like I would if I was gonna ask you this question. So there's a popular clothing brand from, especially in the '90s, called FUBU. What does FUBU mean? What does FUBU stand for?
Oh wait, sorry man, I wasn't listening to you.
What is? You know.
Because I was thinking about a different acronym.
You know the.
Okay.
which acronym were you thinking
I was thinking about FUPA.
which is
FUP. That's a fat upper pussy area.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, I got sidetracked there in my own head.
Okay, listen,
Well-
David Box, focus in here. We're trying to
All
do a
right.
bit with you and exploit
sorry,
and
sorry,
exploit your
FUBU.
comedic blind spot. Yeah, FUBU, FUBU. He doesn't know what it stands for. He didn't even know what it was. He didn't know what it was a thing. That's the thing.
Okay.
But we want to see how far this goes, I guess. Like David Box, for instance. If I was to tell you that today Mom cooked the breakfast with no hog, and nobody I know got killed in South Central LA, what kind of day would that be?
Dude, I'm not sure what is happening. Where am I?
You've
got
got
to learn some of this stuff.
You've got to be joking. Come on.
Seriously? Wait. The hog thing is what's tripping me up.
Yeah, Mom cooked the breakfast with no hog.
That should be a dead giveaway.
Okay.
And I fucked this girl I've been trying to fuck since the 12th grade, and you know.
I didn't even have to use my AK. I have to say.
Right.
What?
I didn't even use my AK at all. Dude, the fucking cops pulled up when I was sitting at the intersection. They rolled right past me. I swear to God.
Wait, what are you doing?
What kind of day would that be where all that stuff happened?
Where the cops drove right past me and nothing happened?
Yeah. All that stuff we've been mentioning.
I guess a normal day?
No.
Oh,
Jesus.
Incorrect.
It's a good day. Today was a good day by Ice Cube. So you know nothing.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, wait. Do you know who Jaleel White is?
Oh, there you go. Good one.
Oh.
No?
What?
You don't know Jaleel White? Here, wait, let me show you a picture.
There you go. Show him a picture. He'll know who he is.
Oh.
See?
Yeah,
Steve
okay.
Urkel.
Do you know that character's name? Oh.
Oh, sorry.
What is his name?
Oh, he didn't hear me. Okay.
Shit, no, I can't. I'm blanking.
You
on
recognize
Get the fuck
the character,
out of
don't you?
here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. He's making this up,
For
right?
some reason, the name Alfalfa is what's popping in my head from the fucking Little Rascals. No, I know this guy. He's from what you call it? Shit.
Dude, David Box knows nothing, and that's like not even a show. I'm glad you did that one because that's not even something
he
that
says, did I do that?
Well, yeah, you know what he
Right?
says,
Yeah.
huh? Wow.
What the fuck is his name?
This is incredible.
Oh, shit.
This is fucking incredible. This is insane.
This one. Sorry.
What do you got? Go ahead.
I thought this one might be easier, but I really have no faith now. David, translate this next sentence into proper English. Yo, I finna hit a lick with my red bone bitch in a hot minute.
Not no.
Can you repeat it a little bit slower?
Yo, I finna hit a lick with my red bone bitch in a hot minute.
Sorry, man.
Finna, you know Finna.
I know Finna. Yeah, this guy's gonna do something.
Going to, yeah. So
You're a man with intention right now. I understand that.
If he's
so
gonna hit something, he's probably going to.
You're gonna hit. You're gonna
Hit a
go
lick.
somewhere.
You're gonna go somewhere, yeah.
All right, so you're gonna hit.
yeah, but he's hitting a lick. So what would that be? They're going to rob somebody. So I'm going to rob somebody with my.
You're gonna like liquor. Like
No.
a liquor store. Like you're gonna hit a liquor store.
No, a lick is a robbery.
All right, Andrea's pantomiming over here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, let's keep going with my red bone bitch. Now, what would that translate to?
Bitch.
Yeah, what's a red bone?
I don't know what red bone is.
That's
I imagine it's some female.
It's
All right.
it's a light-skinned African American girl.
Oh, red bone bitch.
Yeah, well, and bitch would be like his girlfriend, or his hoe.
Wait, so
Hey.
what's finna hit a lick?
I'm going to rob this place
Yeah,
with my
that's what it would mean.
My girl. With my number one gal.
with my light-skinned girl.
So when I said liquor store, it was kind of right. It's just rob any. Finna hit a lick is rob any establishment. Is that?
Yeah. It's
So a lick is a general term for any robbable place. Any place
Exactly.
you deem robbable is a lick.
All the licks in Michigan are completely covered in bulletproof glass.
Yeah, John Black joining us from Michigan on Skype. We're dude, you wouldn't believe what's happened already. David Box already doesn't know what FUBU or Steve Urkel is.
No, and we never figured out what FUBU was.
We never figured it out. No.
Has he ever heard of Timberland boots?
Probably not.
I know what a pair of Timberlands are. Yeah,
Oh.
I have a pair of
You
Timberlands.
distinctly did not know that was a black person thing, though, right?
No, I did not know that was a thing. I just needed some waterproof boots.
Didn't you drink some distinctly black drink for a long time too?
And I went through a
Cognac.
cognac phase. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Crevassier.
And you know,
Specifically.
So you,
right.
so you guys do drink brandy.
and you know nothing
cognac.
about black people. And so FUBU is
Right.
for us, by us, okay, David Box.
Oh,
And,
Or
uh,
farmers used to beat us.
huh?
For us,
That's
by
what
us.
they used to say when we were younger.
What?
Okay.
Farmers used to beat us.
See, to
Jesus
me,
Christ.
this is seeming like a Berenstain Bears thing. Like I've slipped into another dimension where this is all something I'm supposed to have known.
All right, wait, I got one.
Where did
I'll
it
lob
come
you a softball.
Okay.
Dr. Huxtable.
Well, there you go.
He touches children.
No.
No, he doesn't.
No,
Oh, that was a clue. No, he doesn't.
I don't know.
Really?
Dr.
Oh
Dude,
my
we're-
god,
we're-
you're lying. You're lying.
Dude, we're giving you like the
He
whitest
does
black.
not look like he's lying.
Yeah,
we're giving you
No,
like
no, no.
the.
Have
Hold
you,
on.
have you
Dude.
questioned him about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air yet?
Yeah, no, we just did.
No, we
we
didn't.
didn't.
No.
No, we didn't.
My next one was in West Philadelphia, born and
Right.
raised.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the, do you know the next line?
No, dude. No.
Just get the fuck out of here.
Dude, all right, wait. That's
You did.
black people. Don't
Yeah,
even
that's
watch
where
the
my
Fresh
head's
Prince.
going.
That's a white audience show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's
I mean, I
yeah.
remember that show. I like, but I didn't internalize anything. I haven't internalized anything from any show. I can't remember specifics from Doug, probably the whitest show ever.
Yeah, that
You
really
know,
it really
that's
was. Yeah.
Skeeter.
Yeah, all right, there you go.
Okay,
See?
yeah, his
Dude,
friend
hold on.
Skeeter, yeah.
No, David Box, you didn't remember Steve.
not-
Hold on, you didn't remember Steve Urkel's name, but you remembered
Urkel,
Skeeter.
there it is.
You,
Jeez.
but you remembered Skeeter from Doug. That you're proving our point here is that
What, Roger and Patty Mayonnaise? God, I'm an asshole.
See,
You
watch this.
piece
Hold
of
on.
shit.
Hold on, watch this. Watch this. Yeah. Okay. So, do you remember
What?
there was an episode of Doug where they were going to chase after a fictional character that lives in a pond in the woods. Do you remember the name of that character?
No.
Oh, okay, I do. It was a
Remember
nematode.
banging on a trash can.
Yeah, Drama on a Street Live.
I was gonna try to prove that you knew every detail of Doug, but you couldn't remember Steve.
You know a lot of
Urkel's name.
details now that we're talking
Hold on.
more allowance.
You
You.
Oh, you guys sing? Are you guys doing the beats?
Song by
Yeah.
the Beat.
Yeah.
You.
Killer tofu. Yeah.
So we've established
All right.
there's nothing wrong with my memory.
Yes, exactly.
That was your chance.
Dude,
Dr. Huxtable, that's Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Yeah, how did you
all
not
right,
know that?
wait, I was going that direction, and then someone said something about diddling kids, and I was like, I don't remember him diddling kids.
No,
He-
yeah,
He
see, that was
doesn't-
false.
He doesn't diddle kids. He rapes women.
He was
yeah,
diddling.
show him the
He-
respect he deserves.
Yeah,
yeah.
he rapes full-grown women.
Exactly, and that's no easy task.
But he did have that people could say the darndest thing, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he might as well. have been diddling them.
Anybody can diddle kids. It takes skill to rape a full-grown woman.
Right, exactly. Finesse, I would call it.
Yeah,
Um,
It's a better.
brute force.
But I remember
They
Will
call-
and Carlton.
All right.
Okay. What else did you guys have?
What about
Well, if
how
if
about
I
Thea
if I
and Tamara?
Yeah, yes. Is
You know
that
them?
Sister,
Okay.
sister?
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's something.
Let's get away from like Disney and Nickelodeon shows because I if I was about to slip on my pair of ones, what kind of shoes would those be?
Your first choice.
Mm.
The ones.
No,
in-
the correct answer was Nike Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
That-
okay,
That's
answer
not
this.
that's not
What-
common knowledge.
What are soldiers?
Yes, it is.
You're not just gonna grab someone off the street and get like most people being like, oh yeah, it's fucking that.
What if I asked you for a
if they're-
Lucy?
Oh,
Is that a spare cigarette?
Ah,
Yeah, everybody
well,
knows that because of the Chappelle Show. David Box, is there one thing that you always carry in your purse?
Hot sauce.
There you go. He got
I
it.
don't
No,
feel
really.
no ways tired.
It's good
I
for
wish-
my skin, really.
Dude, I wish when she did that, why did they not go, okay, show it to us?
What
like-
kind is it?
What kind? Yeah. What are you talking about, you fucking dumb robotic cunt?
Is it robust?
Come too far from where I started from.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How could she lose?
I don't
See, but I
understand it.
know how out of touch I am at this point, especially. So I would never claim anything like that.
Anybody? What other black trivia questions do we have for David Box?
I used all mine.
I don't know. Why don't we, you guys plan a trip to Michigan, and I'll black him up real good.
all right. How about this? What is some?
That sounds terrible.
Where do black people often threaten to go to?
Threaten to what?
Africa?
Threaten to go to?
No, not Africa.
Yes.
Uh,
Threaten to go back to Africa. That's correct.
That's this. Yeah, I knew that this set
All
would
right.
turn into this eventually.
I think it's called Liberia.
No.
Which primate
now I'm
do
sorry.
blacks
Sorry.
most
I'm-
closely resemble?
I ran out of ideas. I'm just reading stuff off websites now because I ran out of ideas. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever. We can do something else, but that was fun, David Box.
Yeah. We'll do this again.
We'll do it again. Yeah.
all right.
Sure.
We didn't
I
really.
think we should do like a Boys to Men Motown Philly like harmony, but just DMX songs that are really offensive to everyone.
How is that gonna work? What are we doing?
I've got blood on my hands and there's no remorse. I've got blood on my dick and there's because I fucked a corpse. I mean, just but in harmony.
Yeah, David Box. Do you know that song?
No.
Oh. Well, who sings
You know
this?
Motown Philly.
I've like heard that before, but I don't know. I mean, I could Google that and know a whole bunch about it in a second.
Motown Philly's back again.
Not
Doing
too
that
hard,
East
not
Coast
too
swing.
No, man.
No? Sure you'd know that one.
Sorry.
What about?
soft.
Well, guys, pretty soon black culture is going to be erased because the transfer of power to an orange man.
Trump's president now.
Almost.
Jesus
Any
Christ.
day now.
Yeah. Obama's
Obama's
only got
Oh.
like 3 days to do a whole bunch of magic.
right.
Trump's dick is going to open up to accept Obama's so he can transfer the power.
Ew.
That's how they do it. You didn't know?
Yeah, the one opens his urethra really wide and puts his and the other
Yeah.
guy puts his whole dick inside the other one's
The other
urethra.
one puts his power in him. You know?
Presidents have to fuck each other in the dick to transfer power?
That's how the presidents do it. Yeah, they fucking fuck each other's dicks. Ew, God, that's so.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting here squirming and like holding my weenster while we're talking about this.
That's why so much
You're
time
playing with
passes
your
between the election
wiener.
and the inauguration because Trump had to train
I actually know too
for
much
the reception of
about
power.
No, but
urethra.
so what do you think of Obama? What did he do? He pardoned or commuted the Chelsea Manning's 35-year sentence, right?
Yeah, commuted.
I think he
all
just
but 4
wanted
months.
to do it so Trump wouldn't do it on his first day. He was trying to steal it from him.
Is that what you think? That is how
An
politics
Yeah,
works.
I mean,
yeah.
and I don't think people want. I don't think Obama wants people to remember him as the person who put Chelsea Manning in jail. I think they want him to remember him as the guy who pardoned him.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And
What about
That-
Snowden, though? I mean, all of that shit happened under Obama's administration.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'll-
and there's this real pathetic attempt at like getting a petition going to get Snowden pardoned.
Andrea
It's
hates
like,
Andrea hates this thing.
I hate it so much. Look, I love Edward Snowden.
Right.
I'm a big fan. I'm not convinced he's a
She
fake
just
or
Andrea
anything.
hates this particular petition.
I hate it because they want Obama to pardon Edward Snowden before he leaves office, but he literally can't pardon him because he has not been tried or convicted.
Right.
He can't.
Oh yeah.
He's just exile. In order for him to do anything, Snowden first has to come back to the country and go through being charged and tried.
Just why won't he do it? I don't fucking understand. But
Just fucking pardon him.
You know what? You know what though? Here's the deal. Like I think I was telling Andrea earlier, what I think about this is, it's the legacy thing and blah blah blah, and because eventually enough years go by and all you know about a president is a short paragraph that you read in a history book. You know what I mean? And so the liberal establishment, or the Democratic establishment, I should say, they can afford to do something like this because Chelsea Manning's leaks had to do with like war crimes and civilian deaths and stuff like that more than Edward Snowden was about the massive government spying on citizens as a whole. Nobody's ever going to touch that. No president is going to fucking pardon him. They're just not going to do it because the whole thing crumbles. They have to admit that what he did was okay, and
right.
But with Chelsea Manning, I think from the left they can go, okay, well he at the time was exposing the war, the horrors of war, I guess, so they
Right.
the war that the Democrats fucking made extremely worse than it already was.
Right.
That whole war. Let's just brush that under the rug because we pardoned him.
Yeah, dude.
Well, there's also this thing where like the fear that people have of Donald Trump is like overshadowing all of the bad stuff that Obama did. And we kind of talked about that in the last episode too, but there's this, I think I'm starting to see this perception that Obama's going to leave a legacy like I was a fair and loving and compassionate president and I only did good and look at all these good things and forget all the wars and the bombs and look at my Nobel Peace Prize. I pardoned this guy who was trying to protect the country and,
he's a
Yeah,
fucking...
That's completely true. Like, I know so many people that are just knee-jerk reactionary, I love Obama.
Right.
And, like,
because of how much they hate Trump.
What did he really do? Like,
Not
why
like-
are you so scared of what's coming? It's not going to be any different. Your life's going to
Exactly.
suck no matter what happens.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, nothing's gonna fucking
Everything's
happen.
been fucked since day one.
Right. And Obama screwed us since day one, same as everybody else, dude. He's not some great fucking dude.
He's a fucking murderer.
Yeah, and a complete
Yeah.
lying
Color code it all you
scumbag.
want, but
Well, let's talk about it. He got the Nobel Peace Prize, but how many people has he killed with the drones that he's ordered?
And just
a
it,
jillion.
yeah.
A gajillion.
What was the
And just indiscriminately, children and
A
Yep.
jabroni zillion.
jabroni
And
line?
he's like, this guy's fucked.
last year, in 2016, he dropped 26,171 bombs.
Right,
around
I've
the
seen
world.
that going around a lot for
But
some reason.
I've never dropped one bomb.
I know. You should be
I
president.
It's
know.
my turn.
Yeah.
Why does he get to drop
Yeah,
a
where's
bomb?
my Peace Prize?
Yeah.
Andrea, you were saying earlier you saw an article about like the 5 best and worst things that Barack Obama did
Oh God.
as president, and one of the best ones was got Osama bin Laden.
Yep.
Dude,
Got him.
Oh my God.
I hate
We
when people
got him, boys.
people always cite that as an accomplishment of his. Like, he had zero to do with anything that, by the way, didn't even happen. So fuck off. Like, dude,
He didn't do this thing that never happened.
exactly. Oh yeah. No. We totally got him. Oh, do you have a picture? Yeah, here's a picture. Yeah, this picture's fake. Yeah, we know. We just thought we should put something out. This is really what happened. We just thought we should put something out. We didn't actually take a picture. We just thought that people would be happy if we put something out to prove it, but we didn't really take one. Oh.
But we have no way to prove it.
Yeah, so what'd you do with the body? Oh, according to Muslim tradition, we took him on a U.S. aircraft carrier out to sea and threw him off the side. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna
like,
go
did you-
travel out there and worship.
and then
Swab his cheek and get a little DNA, or
And then, by the
did
way,
you-
I remember like a month or two after that, I was driving to work and I was listening to the news on the radio, and they go, yeah, 88 members, like the whole fucking basically staff of that entire ship that took him out to sea and threw him off the side supposedly was dishonorably discharged for smoking synthetic weed. Okay, and then like a little bit after that,
Are you referring to spice?
yeah, like the fucking shit that you buy from the Indian, and he pulls it out under the counter at like a gas station, and it's like, you're like, it's not illegal, but they always act like it's so illegal. Anyways, okay, so
You can't get that anymore.
hold on. So then a little bit after that, the SEAL team that supposedly pulled off the original operation were all killed in a very suspicious helicopter accident. You guys remember all this, right?
SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, well, yeah, but there's different, like, it's not the entire SEAL Team 6, but this was,
Yeah.
I think, the division that had taken out Osama bin Laden, supposedly. Then they all got loaded into a Chinook helicopter, which was
Like, for no reason.
Everybody was saying it. No, they did it. They were trying to retrieve a hostage, supposedly. And while they went in and did a successful mission, this is how the story goes. Went in, rescued this hostage, came back out, but while they were in the building, a Taliban member had planted a bomb on their helicopter, so they took off,
yeah.
and the helicopter blew up and killed all. So everybody's either dishonorably discharged or dead who was involved in that. They threw the body off the side of the ship, but Obama totally fucking, he rocked that shit,
Oh,
dude.
he did it.
He fucking rocked
He
that
did
shit.
it, man.
They also had to admit that they staged their photo of their in like the control room in the White House or the Pentagon, I forget exactly where, and it's like Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and a couple other people, and they took those famous photos of them like reacting to they're supposedly watching live as they kill Osama bin Laden, and like Hillary like has her hand over her mouth like, oh my goodness, and I'm a regular
The
gal.
horror. Yeah.
Murder doesn't actually
can't
secretly
conceive
excite
of
me.
it.
Yeah, and
So it's kind of like the moon landing, huh?
dude, yeah, no, I mean the entire thing is fake. They did not kill Osama bin Laden when they said they did. There's no way. That was also like the 9th fucking time that a major government, you know, not some just like rinky-dink tribe somewhere saying crazy shit. Like real fucking countries' governments had already said 9 times that they had killed him.
Yeah.
That, you know, that he was dead.
Well, and like from what I'm given to understand, like the research that I've done, that Osama bin Laden was not really that like a terrorist. He was actually a pretty decent guy. He just
It's
was like
hard
a
to
platonic
say.
family man.
It's hard not to it's hard not to sort of identify with his early days when he basically felt like he really just wanted to defend his country, you know?
Yeah, and any large, somewhat organized group of people will create progress. You know?
Yeah. But I mean, he was created and exploited by our government anyways. I mean, they took took advantage of somebody who was probably a natural zealot, you know what I mean? And they knew they could get a lot of mileage out of, and they used him to fight a proxy war against the Russians. We all know this. This is what they're doing now with other people.
Yeah.
The next guy that...
I mean, what
No,
does zealot
really.
even really mean if you think about it?
Well, shut up.
No, but I just
Our
they
country's
take
full of them.
every single country we meddle in it, and they want to take out that leader. It's because that leader is not following with their globalist agenda, and they're almost always allies with Russia, and that it's just they're just trying to get somebody that they can control in there because they hate not being able to control people.
Yeah, well, people always say it's, you know, it's the country that's not controlled by a Rothschild central banking system.
Right.
Which obviously that was true of Gaddafi.
Yep.
He's the most obvious
Adolf
one.
Hitler.
Adolf Hitler. Oh, I always forget that. Ooh, man, we love Hitler. I just had like a shudder down my spine. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, that's nice. That's a feeling.
Yeah.
I do like Hitler.
I just like their uniforms.
protected
they were
animals.
Very, very snappy.
Yeah, dude, Hitler. Remember the show that we did about Hitler? Like, do you know if any of us ever try to do anything real with our lives and that audio comes out, we're ruined? Like,
Oh God.
dude,
Yeah.
we're completely ruined. Because that.
We could be a mayor in Michigan.
Like, what are the chances of any of us do anything real with our lives? Let's be honest.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
but
this is about as real as it gets for me.
You guys are all like 10 years or more older than me, though.
Fuck
So-
you.
John Black is like 15 years older than you.
I'm not
Yeah.
10 years older than
No, that's
you,
what I'm
asshole.
saying. Is like, yeah, you guys are right, but I actually do fear that a little bit.
Shut up, you fucking twat.
Shut up, you cuck! You fucking snowball!
Cook.
Like snow.
No, you're not even doing it right. You fucking
Fucking-
snowflake.
Fucking lib cuck.
Yeah,
Cock.
me and Alex have been noticing lately, like online especially, because online is really, we should just man, it can't be said enough. Like all the shit that we talk about on this show and about people and how much we hate, like how dumb everyone is. It's all because we're sitting there reading fucking comments all the time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like when I'm actually out in the real world, I'm really not as angry. But like we were talking about lately how like all the fucking hardcore like mainstream right-wing people who are very diehard are now like, since Trump got elected, they're doing like basically everything that they say liberals do. You know what I mean? Everything just switches, and like every little argument that happens, like if somebody just like politely disagrees with one of them, it's just like, yeah, go back to your mom's basement, you little fucking faggot, snowflake, motherfucker, piece of shit, why don't you get a job, blah, blah. It's just like they're doing what liberals have been doing for the past 8 years. It switched so automatically and so fast that like, because for the past 8 years,
Yeah.
I swear to God, what I saw was right-wing people trying to argue points and liberals like breaking down and fucking screaming and stuff. And then now it's just completely switched already. It's just like,
It really, yeah. Whoever's in power, it just corrupts everyone who aligns with that
Yeah.
thinking.
it really does, dude. And they really just, now there's like a huge trend of people just writing everything off. Just like, fuck you.
So like I consider myself a liberal, and my family was liberal, but I have a lot of conservative friends, and they're not bad people. They're really not. They don't want to hurt anyone.
Well, we're
They're just
all-
more concerned about property tax and things like that.
Yeah, they tend to be looking at things from like a bigger picture, economical standpoint.
Like
you know
a
what I mean?
longer view.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
and-
I can only imagine like the next 3 days.
Yeah. But I mean, we're all liberal on this show. Like, we are very live and let live people, but we tend to come across as conservative because there's such a weird fucking kind of drape of context over things now. You
Well,
know, it's
if you
just-
apply the
no,
live and let
there's a
live
difference.
to the government and not just to other people.
exactly, and that's
That's the difference.
yeah, and
Right.
and supposed people who call them. That's why before, when I started to say liberal, I corrected myself and said Democrat, because like most people that are Democrats are implicitly basically wishing and advocating for total government dominance over everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that causes
Just
it's
no,
a
that can't happen.
it's a violent philosophy to have, and that's what most supposed liberals really want, is for there to be, this mommy and daddy state that controls everything.
Well, like, what has the government ever really truly done for any of us besides, arrest us, take our money,
give us tickets,
demand
and shit.
taxes?
Right?
Just,
Let
Roads.
me think about it.
oh, did I get immunized as a child? Yeah, but
But what
It's not a
about my roads?
yeah, my roads suck.
I know exactly. They're terrible.
Wait, yeah. Is it? That's
We
like
had a
something.
semi
That's,
hit an overpass on 23,
that's
and like the whole thing is shut down.
Hmm.
that's something people will say, like, "Oh, you don't like the government? Well, do you not like roads?" Like,
Yeah.
we could figure out a way to make
Well, no,
honestly better roads than what we have now.
Oh well,
And
here's the
also-
here's the funny part about that argument is, yeah, who would build the roads? I don't know. Maybe if not for your corrupt authoritarian system, maybe the most qualified, best option would win out instead of who's friends with a politician. Maybe that's who would build the roads. Somebody for who it made sense for to build the roads.
It reminds me, Vinny, of that thing you put on Facebook about how it was like a repost, but the cops said like, "Oh, if you don't like cops, next time why don't you call your local crack dealer?" And you said like, "Yeah, he fixes bike flats for like $4."
Yeah, exactly, dude. When
did a cop ever do anything good for you ever?
Cops have never helped me with a goddamn thing. Even one time when I was walking with a broken toe in like -3-degree weather, and I was like seriously underdressed for the conditions, and I had to walk like 3 miles with a broken toe, and I tried to flag down a cop and be like, "Dude, can you just fucking give me a ride, please?"
Oh, wait.
And he just like screamed at me and drove away. I'm like, dude, you can lock me in the back of the fucking thing. I don't care. Can you just give me a ride up the road? And he screamed, "I'm not a fucking taxi," and drove away. And I'm like, I didn't say you were a taxi, but you're supposed to be around here serving and protecting. What the fuck, dude? I need some help, Yeah. I told him, I'm like, I got a broken toe. Can you seriously please just drive me up the street, And nope. But anyways, I don't know why. I had to be really hurting to do that too, because I would never normally do that. But
if only that guy knew.
But yeah, but like the crackhead, they're like, yeah, call a crackhead. Yeah, the crackhead that used to like hang around when I was a bike delivery driver, and all the cops were douchebags and almost running people over and screaming at everybody and shit. The crackhead would come around and fucking sell you some cool shit for really cheap, or he would fix your bike tire for like $2.
Oh, you
know
got
what
a
I
new
mean?
PlayStation?
Yeah, tune your bike up and shit for like $4 and whatever you needed. That guy was awesome. He was way better than the cops. So yeah, that's what I was commenting on.
Yeah.
I will call a crackhead, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Obviously, you haven't known too many crackheads in your life.
I believe that I will.
I know a ton of crackheads in recovery, and they're like really decent people, just trying to get better.
Better than heroin.
Bummer.
Heroin.
Mm-hmm. Where do I can't find the right notebook for this, because my fucking... Dude, I'm running my computer in safe mode, and everything's all weird.
All right.
So what do you got? What do you got, Andrea?
One with the Lisa Frank.
Go
cover,
back to your
unicorns.
fucking safe space, you snowflake faggot.
All right.
So were we done with the transfer of power? I think it's really funny that nobody will participate in the Trump inauguration ceremonies. Like,
yeah, but
everybody has been like, hell no.
It's also,
well, it's like who cares?
It's also annoying though, because it's just like, why are you so naive? Like, everybody hates Donald Trump so much, but honestly, like, if you like any of these other, like, I hate them all. I don't even hate Donald Trump yet. I might soon, but I don't even really hate the guy, because he probably just because he hasn't been president yet. But it's everybody hates this guy so fucking much, but they love Obama or Hillary or whatever. It just makes me disgusted and sick. It's really getting on my nerves, really, really badly. Like, what makes him worse? The guy who has really, so he said some rude shit, basically, is what it comes down to. He said some rude shit, and
puts a whole bunch of like Photoshop photos of his like wife and daughter online.
Yeah, and he's kind of a douche, and he's a big fucking rich dummy.
No, he's not kind of a douche. He's definitely a douche.
I don't know.
Wait.
I've heard clips where I really liked him and ones where I really didn't, honestly. But anyways, I'm just like, I'm so sick of the naivety. You know what I mean? Like, what is wrong with everyone?
Well, everyone's stupid. I saw another petition today from an open Trump supporter who shared it on Facebook, and the petition was, keep Hollywood figures out of politics. With no irony.
Oh my God, that's the petition?
Jeez.
So
yes.
who are you petitioning to do exactly what about this? You know what I mean? Like, who are you asking to do what?
Wait, what is he saying? That, like, he doesn't want actors to be commenting on this kind of stuff?
No, that's what it's exactly what we were talking about before. Now they're doing the same thing that fucking Democrats have been doing for years. So, well, I don't like what they said, so they should not be able to say it. Shut the fuck up. Jesus.
Well, hey, let's be fair. Let's be fair. This was the internet. It could have been a shit, the Jew world order.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
You know, like
I got
it could
worked
be
up.
it could be a Democrat realizing how stupid they all look, and all right, we got to make these guys look stupid.
Right. I mean, everything could be that. Donald Trump could honestly be that, possibly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But you know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Just the fucking, this idea, like, yeah, they shouldn't be able to. Just come on, shut up already. No, they're fucking Hollywood idiots. They don't know anything. Actors are vapid. That's their talent. They can be filled up with other personalities. They're empty. They're fucking retarded. That's what we love them for. That's what their job is. Who gives a shit what they say? You're getting all riled up about it. Is the reaction that they wanted? It's fucking retarded. What is wrong with everyone?
I care so much.
Dude,
Sandra
seriously.
Bullock said a thing. She's so she
Yo.
was in that movie, and
Sandra Bullock's on that bus that can't slow down.
Yeah.
she knows what she's talking about.
What's the fucking old lady that just spouted off at the mouth about Premier Trump?
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. Yeah, dude, I whatever. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Here's the answer.
and
like truthers
I
always
don't
get
get-
really into this shit. I'm sorry, Alex, but I just want to make one point. The truthers and like people like Mark Dice and blah 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 always dissect this. Like, and it's like, dude, here's how that works. Hey, did any of you happen to watch that fucking shit awards show, whatever it was? Did anybody here watch it?
No.
Okay, that's
Which
how
one was
that,
it?
that's how that works, Mark Dice. That's exactly how that works. You don't have to. Mark Dice is always fucking like dissecting, like the Super Bowl halftime show. Look at the Illuminati symbols here, and they're promoting sex and drugs and blah. And it's like, here's
I don't even know who is this guy. I don't even know who this is.
he's a really famous YouTuber and other stuff.
You know,
You guys
let me
need
tell you,
jobs.
that was the thing that bothered me the most about last year's halftime show. Is that everyone was talking about how it was a Black Power thing, and they were like, it was against white people, which really annoyed me because Beyonce is like a huge Illuminati figure,
right.
and they should have been focusing on that.
Exactly. No, but I always wanted to just like say to Mark Dice, like, do you know how all this shit you're getting all worked up about it? You know how it works? Like, none of us watch it. Just turn it off. Boom. Done. There you go. Problem solved.
Well, and
Stop
also,
stop
if you
getting
really,
worked up.
if
Just
you
don't
really think
look.
about it,
Just
Yeah.
don't look.
Beyonce is like one of the whitest black people in the world.
You think so?
Who?
Beyonce?
I
Look
don't
at her, look at her
know.
nose. I mean, come on. She's like at least 75% white.
Does she
That
have
is a black nose, my
You're
friend.
starting to sound a lot less liberal.
Yeah, you're starting
Haven't
to
you
sound
noticed
pretty
how much she looks like a
racist.
chimpanzee?
No, this is actually a point I make a lot.
No,
Like
this is whitewashing.
But no, John's from Michigan, don't forget, and a Michigan liberal is still pretty fucked up and racist, like compared to the rest of the country.
No, almost all left-wing people are racist.
Oh, I agree.
And they hide that shit, but then it comes out.
Well,
with their
it's
friends.
most of the time, like, if you're obsessed with like policing things and like being the most compassionate one, it comes from some kind of insecurity, you know. And it's like
No, like seriously, every single time I go to the corner store to buy a Gatorade, someone asks me for a quarter. Like, I can't. Seriously, no.
what are you talking about? You're just complaining about black people now? Look, this is what I'm saying. See,
He didn't say black people.
Yeah.
He's
you know who he's talking about. John, tell
poor
me,
people.
Or
who were you talking about,
or is-
John?
who's more racist, Vinny for assuming it was a black person, or
Or John
or
for feeling like
John
he didn't
for
have to
insin-
say
for
it was a black
insinuating
person.
All right, can you put? Can you?
He knows he
Indian
was
theme
though.
music?
Yep, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Why don't you guys put on the Indian theme music and talk about the doctor?
I don't have it.
What?
What?
Nah.
Yeah. Come on. Talking about. We don't just do that on command. That happens
No.
rarely, and it is very cherished. That is one of my favorite things ever that happens in my entire life. Is when Andrea and David Box turn into Indian people. I don't know. That just makes me laugh so fucking hard.
That's all I want.
Remember, we were doing it for a while, and we had a surge in viewers in India.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. And we were talking about how funny it would be to hear an Indian talk show where all of a sudden they just start playing like like Elvis.
Nirvana.
They just start playing like Elvis and talking American over it.
Yeah.
Like, hey Joe, let's have a Coke.
Counting Crows.
I want some hot
Please
dogs.
accept my credit card.
Yeah. I will leave you a tip. I will
Dollars
pay
on
the full
table.
price.
I gotta take a break, faggots. I gotta pee and smoke. Is everybody hanging out? Are we gonna do a little more of this show?
Yeah. Do I have to like wait for you to call me back or?
No, just stay on.
You just stay there. God, you are the worst.
Amateur alert.
Amateur alert. He's a noob.
Newbie.
Lag.
Libcock.
Yeah, you fucking snowflake faggot piece of shit.
Fucking libtard snowflake faggot.
Yeah, we're jamming now. All right, listen.
Just so you know, I'm touching myself, so the joke's on you.
Andrea, is David Box hanging out? Are we coming back? Are we good? What?
I'm fading pretty quickly. But
Okay,
I
we
gotta
don't
take a
care.
knock
I'm
out,
just.
so.
I guess whatever. I don't know. Stick around, everybody. We're coming back with something, some amount of people and something to talk about.
It'll be good.
Of course it will.
I just chipped my tooth.
Hmm.
Yeah, now you're an adult.
Andrea, are we on there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna ask
Is
already.
this show too stupid or is it okay?
Vinny.
All right, yay, we're back on the Overdose Talk Show. When I was outside smoking during the break, I looked at my Facebook notifications and it said, David Box mentioned you in a comment. And I thought, oh, wonderful. Old David Box might have seen something that he thought I'd enjoy, something I might want to know about. So I click on it, and his comment is just, when you tag somebody on Facebook or whatever, you just, comment their name so they see something. And it just says, Vinny Micco, LOL. And I look up, and it's it's a guy with no arms or legs who climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. And David Box just says Vinny Micco, LOL. I have to say, when I started watching this, can you send it to John Black since he's on with us?
Yeah.
So he can follow along. But you guys turn your volumes off whenever you're playing it. But you can kind of just see what we're talking about. What is this video called, Andrea?
Great Big Story published it.
Kyle Maynard is the first quadruple amputee to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, the guy has no arms or legs, and he walks around in these I don't know. They're like, it's like if you were to, it's like a
booties.
Yeah, it's like a.
He looks like a turtle.
He walks in like these plastic feet kind of things that he puts on his stubs,
What he looks like a turtle, kind of.
Or stumps.
Right.
Stubs?
This is really close to home.
So
I've got one guy in the top corner that has nerve damage because he smoked crack and fell out of a tree.
Good for you.
And then the rental owner of the place just got more of his leg amputated, and he's only got 3 toes on the other one. He's got like a suction pump in it.
Hey.
Yeah, John Black's right. That is hilarious. But can
it's terrible.
Can we get back to
Yeah, go. I just want to let you know about the cripples in my life.
I knew that because I talk to John Black all the time, just so everyone knows. We're very close friends, and he's
gay for me.
He's been telling me a lot about his landlord just having to go get his legs sawed off. That's how he put it. He had to go get his legs sawed off at the hospital.
I showed you the picture of the blood splattered everywhere.
Yeah, well, you know what? He's not me, so I don't give a shit, and I'm trying to fucking make fun of somebody on the internet right now. So will you relax?
Yeah, I'll relax.
You fucking libtard.
Yeah, why
I'll
don't
even
you,
recline.
you need a safe space, bro. Why don't you pin your
Yeah.
safety pin on? Fucking faggot.
Fucking snowflake.
I do wear safety pins. But
You do.
whatever.
I bet you do. God, you're such an
I
ass.
do.
Piece of shit.
No, I live. You know where I live.
Does everybody does everybody have this video?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna check this out a little bit. This is Kyle Menard.
When I first started climbing, I was so
it's
bad.
the first part of the video is so great. He's like galloping on his stumps up a dirt road. Like, why would they start it like that? Like, this is
I know.
this
Like he's
is-
getting dirt in his mouth and stuff.
this is
Why didn't you get those cool like spring feet? Like
right.
His mouth,
the
his
runners.
mouth is 1 foot away from the dust and the dirt.
Yeah, wait.
You probably get sick all the time.
You know what, John Black, you're right. You know what he's talking about? Those fucking like when the runners with like an amputated leg have that like cool spring leg kind of thing.
like a pogo leg.
I've looked at that before, and I'm like, I'd kind of like that. Like that'd be pretty fucking cool. Like, 'cause
Those.
what am I doing with my feet? Do I really need to feel down there? Does there need to be something there connected to me, or I could totally
You'll
see,
adapt.
dude. I could totally see having those fucking awesome spring feet. But this
No,
guy,
like at 6'2", I barely fit on a bed. Like just
Yeah,
it'd be nice to
wait.
not have legs.
yeah,
And I'm always worried about like spraining my ankle when I'm out like in the woods and stuff. It'd be so much cooler to have spring feet.
exactly.
Yeah.
Spraining your ankle like prevents you from doing so many cool things. Like you could
That-
just run down, down like a riverbank full of rocks and boulders and just fucking spring around. Boom, boom, boom. You know
It
what I mean?
sounds awesome.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do? Bruise your stump? Boo-hoo.
Get yourself some bionic like stretchy arms like from Bionic Commando, and like you're good to go.
All right, hold on. We got to get a little bit further into this.
I was so terrible, so slow. I'd tear my skin up all the time. And I was like, how the heck are we gonna go and do Mount Kilimanjaro?
You're not.
3 words.
Why would you even
You
be...
I don't
have
know.
to.
Dude, I'm a little bit out of shape right now, and I would... just because of that, I would be like, I shouldn't climb Mount Kilimanjaro. I never understand people. I guess you end up wanting to prove something when you're disabled in this way or something. There's like,
capable.
yeah, there's that lady that with like no arms that like flies a plane with her feet. I'm like, why? I don't, you know what I mean? Most normal people don't. I understand it being like, hey, I learned to take care of myself and eat and work at my job and blah 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 and do whatever. It's like, but most normal people aren't climbing Mount Kilimanjaro anyways. Like, why do you feel the need to do this? It's so difficult and so unnecessary. And
you know
there's
what?
like no reward.
I feel like they're exploiting people like us who like pay all this attention to them when they put out videos like this.
I'm offended. I know.
I am,
ex-
yeah.
ex-
Stop trying
exactly
to
what you
fucking
mean.
take
I'm
all my
deeply
attention.
hurt.
This video pisses me off. All right, hold on. All right, so we're at 18 seconds in. Maybe we should maybe we should progress a little further here. Here we go.
Those 3 words, 3 of the most important words of my life. All discoveries happen from I don't know.
What were the
Oh,
3
look, he's-
important words?
I don't know.
My name is Kyle
He's
Maynard,
wheeling himself in
and
his
I have an
ooh.
extremely hard time
He has to
saying
wheel
what it is
himself with
exactly
his
that I
arm
do.
stumps in his wheelchair.
Ugh.
Oh, and he's-
Oh my god, look at him wrestling.
Hold on, they're showing.
Oh my
they just showed a clip of him wrestling in like high school or something, and you could tell the kid he's wrestling is going really easy. Because what are you gonna do when you're a wrestler? Are you gonna like?
This is
You're gonna-
like when they bring the Down syndrome kid in for one play in football.
Can
This
you
is that same.
Yeah.
can you really imagine how fucking easy it would be to wrestle a guy with no arms and no legs? I mean, is there
Wait a minute.
is there anything
Who in their right mind would put a Down syndrome kid into a football situation?
is there
No,
anything
like-
is there anything easier than that though? I'm serious. Like, what is that guy gonna possibly do as a wrestler? He's just like flipping around and like, oh, look at me. Like, yeah, dude, come on.
All right,
Remember-
now hold on.
How about a break dancer? Why doesn't he break dance?
Remember
Yeah.
the last video that I shared with you like this with the karate kid who had like sort of arms and sort of legs?
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that that little fucking mud skipper. That
He
fucking
had
thing.
like a shoulder hand, where it was like a wrist attached to the shoulder
He
with
was
no
a-
arm in between.
He was
Called thalidomide.
he was a creature. That kid. Yeah.
It was a thalidomide.
And then no, he was doing karate, and it was just like, you're not doing shit. I would fucking smack the shit out of you.
Yeah, just flopping around on a mat.
No, this
He
guy.
does a roundhouse kick and
Dude.
gets like half an inch off the ground, and
I
Actually-
wish. See, if I could have wrestled this kid in high school, like, I'm totally the type of personality to be like, oh, really? You think so, you little fucking asshole? No, you don't get to do everything. Like, I will fucking beat the shit. I would have, like, killed this kid.
Stick to your own kind.
Just, we don't like your kind
Actually,
here.
it's like a thing I learned recently watching a show on Netflix about true story of The Exorcist is that most martial arts are because like they work well because you tense everything all at once, like all of your muscles go.
What?
And
15,
like so like if you
and
tense
now
everything
most
all
recently
at
taking
once.
on climbing some of the highest mountains in the world.
Back to the video.
I was born with congenital amputation, so it basically means my arms end at the elbows, my legs end at the knees.
It's basically what that
You know, I
means.
think
Oh,
some
he's
people,
brushing
they
his
look
teeth.
at me and maybe
Jesus
feel sorry
Christ,
for
this
me.
guy's good.
But really, truthfully, my life doesn't look a whole lot
Wow.
different than yours.
Show off.
You know, I
He's
type on the
typing.
computer the same way. You know, using
No.
my phone, just like
How the
anybody
fuck is he
else.
typing?
How is
Bumble,
not
like
hitting
anybody
multiple?
You can't
like
see what
some-
he's writing though. It's probably just like
Look at all that backspacing.
Yeah, that
This is it's fake.
that
This
was
is fake.
that was not real. There's no way this guy's typing. There's
I
this is,
bet he looks pretty in red too.
this is like if you were trying to type with fingers the size of like baguettes, you know. This is not happening.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on this video already. 1 minute and 20 seconds in.
He's using a phone. He's smiling. He's on a dating site. Jesus Christ, no way.
No.
Fuck it.
All of his
What?
pictures are
What is he
neck up.
like? Bicycling?
Hold on.
He's on
Personality.
he's on limbs free lovers.
Hold on.
Match.
He's
My
crawling
first
into
experience
the.
with climbing really.
Oh Jesus, dude.
he has the parts that matter.
I hate to say it, and like this guy, yeah, poor guy has probably got it. He's probably way better of a person than any of us.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that we're all sitting around drinking and smoking weed and making fun of this guy on the internet late at night, and he's climbing mountains with no arms and legs. Yeah, obviously this guy's
Fuck
better.
him.
Yeah, you don't even need to point it
Oh,
out
no.
in the comment
Point,
section. He's
point.
definitely better than us. But I'm sorry, like if I was hiking down a trail and I saw this guy coming at me, I'd be initially very afraid. Be like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
No.
Like, yeah.
And also think about it. None of us could afford a trip to Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, how is this guy
Yeah.
making so much money?
Because he's
Disability.
anything
Scamming the
People
government.
Scamming the government. He probably did this to himself on purpose. He probably
Yeah.
just wanted those sweet government benefits. This fucking freeloading piece of shit scooting around on those nice fucking plastic feet that he's got. Ain't got a care in the world. Just trotting up
Like-
the mountain.
Some
climbing
hot
mountains
shit.
with his baguettes.
Yeah, dude. This just carefree and whimsically just fucking trotting up the side of the mountain in his what do those look like? They're like it's like he's almost got like badminton fucking birdies for feet, sort of like
All right.
but
Yeah.
sorta with the feathers closed around
I
his
have
arm.
no idea. This is so weird.
Oh, he's got a pair of Bernie Sanders.
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's what I thought I
Fucking-
heard you say.
What is this? What is this liberal language? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, fucking cuck.
I've heard of it.
Shut up,
You
cuck.
fucking libtard, faggot, snowflake. Go back to your mom's basement.
Bitches. Play the fucking horn at him, Alex.
Right.
Play the fucking DJ horn thing at him.
Oh,
Pam, 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 pam.
you
Do it.
fucking libtard.
Yeah, that's what you get, you fucking bitch ass. Cuck.
pussy.
Alright. Alright, here we go. Hold on, we gotta do more of this thing here.
of significance was in a CrossFit competition in 2010. The first workout was you had to do a 1,000-meter row in this rowing machine in a sprint up Stone Mountain. Everybody else did it in maybe
The
25
fucking
minutes.
end of his arms are all
It took
red
me
and
an hour and 46
sore.
minutes. I tore all the skin up on my
Walking
arm.
around.
Walking
But I got
around
to the
on
top
them all
and I
the
was like,
time.
wow, this is
Arms aren't
breathtakingly
meant for
beautiful.
that.
And I told my friend that night, I said, I want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can't,
You
but I do
can't.
know that I want to try to
you
figure it
can't,
out.
you lib cuck.
I want to go and find a way
Okay, Kyle.
and get up there.
I hope his friend just told him to shut the fuck up. Like, dude, you're always
Like,
talking
dude.
shit. Shut up. Nobody cares anymore.
Dude, you
Stupid.
can barely go to the bathroom by yourself. No, you can't do this.
Look at the mount. Look at this mountain.
There were
My
challenges
goodness.
with getting into climbing.
beautiful
and,
mountain.
the biggest one was the gear. I
All
literally
mountains
started
are
with
beautiful.
towels
Volcanoes,
duct taped to my arms and my feet.
If I went there, I would hang out with that
Couldn't even get sworn by
tribe,
it.
the Dogon tribe that lives at the base of there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They
I
seem.
would
would
love
just said my arms and
Climb,
my
I used
feet.
a carbon fiber.
This guy.
I used those to crawl up Kilimanjaro.
Do you see how slow everybody else has to
Then
go
you
because of him?
continue to
Do you know how
run.
fucking
Yeah.
irritating that'd be?
Oh, highest
If you're
we can-
climbing a
Dude.
huge mountain and this guy is fucking, he's just like, just literally just like slithering along so slow, and they're
No,
Not only are you climbing the mountain, but you've done it before and you're
But
used to it.
also, you know
Yeah,
what?
no, but-
This guy climbed the mountain. Everybody else walked casually the mountain. That's what happened because this guy is so fucking slow. I would be fucking imagining just tying a rope, just be like, dude, just let me tie a rope
Just
around you
drag.
and just drag you. What the fuck?
no, but
Who
no,
cares?
no. I'll tell you how annoying that is. Have you ever been walking behind, like, in a tight, whatever, like you're getting off a plane or something like that?
Yeah, like
and
a
it's like- and it-
hallway, or maybe
and
like
it-
a
no,
like
yeah.
a little
But
Some type of corridor.
a corridor,
causeway.
right? A
An
walkway,
An alley.
an alley, even right? Maybe like could even be
A
a
stairwell.
foyer, maybe you
a
know,
narrow
a passage.
pathway.
Yeah.
No, and you've been right behind somebody who is in like a wheelchair or like walking crutches or something. And
Yeah.
you have to slow your pace down to be
I know,
respectful.
it's infuriating.
And then this guy doesn't have any limbs.
He doesn't wait.
And you're just trying to go up the entire Mount Kilimanjaro.
You're
like-
trying to get a workout, go up Mount Kilimanjaro, and you have to walk around, count fucking no limbs.
No, they really are. They're walking like when you walk with a toddler, and it just sort of like stands up and then like falls forward, and it's like, okay, there you go, yeah, keep going. You're just
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you know they're all worried about like falling, and they're gonna be the one that catches them to be the savior.
I mean, seriously, that is some really privileged shit. Because where I come from, when you have no arms and no legs, you languish in bed for the rest of your life.
yeah, get with the times, Jesus. I'm
You
climbing
know what?
mountains.
This guy's got to do it again on his own because they're
This
carrying
guy's a
all the
fucking-
food and all the supplies.
Why don't they just put him in a fucking catapult and launch him
He
up
didn't
to
do
the
anything.
top?
He crawled uphill for a little while.
For a
I can do
long, I
that.
mean, he did it for a long time.
I think Kyler Maynard should do Survivor Man
What did you
type
say,
shit.
Kyler Maynard?
Kyle Maynard.
You said Kyler Maynard.
Kyle.
It's like Kyle
Right.
Maynard. It's
I'm starting
Kyler
to think-
Maynard.
starting to
Hey,
think.
there's big savings at Menards.
I think I'm starting to think I'm a bit dyslexic.
Mhm. That's not what happens when you're dyslexic.
Dyslexic.
Dyslexic. You
Bisexual.
love dicks. Dick lixic.
No,
Yeah,
I think I'm a bit dyslexic.
that's not what happens. Like you don't
Okay.
just
no.
mispronounce things because you're dumb. You know.
No,
What's dick lick?
What here?
seriously. I read words and they combine together, or like they'll flip, and I read it backwards or something. Or like I'll pronounce like part of the second word with the first word. And because
That's
I
just
see
being
it,
a
because no, but I literally see it that way. So I'm thinking
Right.
there's something wrong with me.
No, dude, it's a
You know,
fucking
Vinny
easy.
writes
It's
words out of order.
yeah, I write letters out of order in words a lot of times, but
In third grade,
But hold on,
there's
there's
a
an
girl who
easy
was
fix.
dyslexic.
There's an easy fix for Alex though. Just if you need to read, just use a mirror, and if what you're saying is true, then it should look totally normal to you.
It does.
Shut
Or
up.
like if I no, or like if I read upside down, it's easier for me.
Oh, you're a fucking asshole. Hold on, we got to get through the rest of this video. Hold on. Let's see.
South America. I felt my body was like in full shutdown mode. Man, it was brutal at moments,
not
but
quite
it was
full, though, huh?
breathtakingly beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah, I was trying to get there too. I just couldn't really think of anything, and I was worried about sounding like you just sounded. Hold on.
Yeah. At the top of that mountain, you know, you can almost
Where are
kind
we
of
at?
make out and see like the curvature of the earth. It was just a moment I'll never
It was
forget.
so cold I couldn't feel my toes or my fingers.
255. He's just delirious up there. I can't feel my hands or my feet. The fuck is
Sorry,
going on?
frostbite.
Everybody's just awkwardly looking around, avoiding eye contact. Like, huh.
Is he kidding? I don't know. I don't know him that well.
The reasons I climb aren't that different from other people. 95% of it does suck. I'm staring at the dirt. I'm not even able to go and talk to my friends and see the beautiful views unless I stop and sit down and look. But that 5% that doesn't suck, it's amazing. Getting
It's
to a place that there's
100%
no way my
good.
wheelchair could have brought me
Oh
there.
my God!
That's
Look
what I
at this
love.
vision.
I'm not trying to live to be 1,000. Like I want to go out there and have my life mean something. When I've gotten
No one wanted you to live to be 5.
It doesn't make sense. I don't think I could ever do this. Honestly,
No.
I would be like, I would be there for like 3 days. And be like, why are we doing that? No, dude, I'm
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
no, you have legs and stuff. Of course you can't do it. Only amputees can do this.
like, you know, you can just drive up to somewhere really high, and then just like hop out of the car, get high.
No.
fucking look-
Helicopter.
or anything, dude. There's other ways of doing this shit.
Or
you know?
go to a mountain with a fucking ski lift.
Well, you gotta
That's an easy-
climb. I just would never do this. Even right now, I can't imagine not having arms and legs and being like, I have
And
to. If I didn't have arms
it's-
and legs, I would have to try to figure out how to get a hot girlfriend or something. That would be like the main thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
no,
this
I
is
would
it.
go.
I'd pretend to be a veteran and I'd try to pick up chicks.
I would go full Gilbert Grape and just like never move and eat everything and become a
Well,
head on a blob, and then it
what's
wouldn't
the-
matter
what's
if I had arms or legs.
Do you know?
Where would you stick your baguette?
Do you know how terrible I would be as an amputee? I would be nothing like this guy. Like, I would literally, like
You're
Andrea
doing
saying,
heroin.
I would start doing heroin probably. Yeah, I would just sit there, in a chair all fucking day, and just
Okay,
like make people
question.
do everything
How
for
do
me.
you
I would
inject
never,
heroin
I would
with no
never
hands?
learn to do anything for myself ever. I would just immediately shut down for the rest of time and just like drink myself to death and do heroin myself
Oh,
to death.
Dude,
How
you know
do
what
you
it is?
drink and shoot heroin if you have no
Okay,
hands?
wait.
I'll figure out. That's not.
I have a question. So this guy's climbing this mountain. I'm assuming it takes more than one day. Who is wiping his ass?
Yeah, how
when he
does he
shit.
do that?
Oh shit!
No, see, this guy has to shit, and he
Who's
can't
taking
reach
his
his
pants
ass.
off and putting
Who
them
is-
back on?
Yeah,
So
you're right.
he has somebody there wiping his ass. How are we supposed to believe he doesn't have somebody there carrying him most of the way?
How
I
does
think
he,
this is bullshit.
for that matter, how does he keep his pants on? What the fuck is going
And
on
he's
down there?
probably just a backpack that talks.
Yeah, he's just basically, he is just a little fucking piece of shit. Little fucking stump sticking out. Just, he's nothing.
Suffice to say, I would not want to hang out with this guy.
No, fuck this guy.
No,
Who is
dude, fuck
wiping?
this guy?
Who is wiping his ass? What do you think he has?
Exactly.
Some is.
Do you think he has some kind of device that he uses? He must.
No.
He's got like an elbow wand.
I think he has somebody with baby wipes doing it.
I don't know.
It's pretty cold though. I tend to contract when it's really cold.
Yeah, he might be having the other people completely wipe his ass. That's what I'm thinking.
Dude, there's no
Most
other way.
diapers.
There is no
Right?
other way. Yeah, but I mean, he's got like 6-inch arms and
There-
6-inch legs. Like, what is he
Yeah,
gonna do?
there is no way at all to wipe your ass without hands unless maybe you have a river, which he doesn't. No, and even if you did have a river, you'd have to spread your cheeks with your hands. So there's no way to do it.
Unless it's a pretty fierce river that spreads the cheeks for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you find like two rocks close enough together so that you like put one cheek on the one rock and like spread them apart, and then get your other cheek on the other rock and hold it like that. That could work.
He just carries a super soaker with him and asks
Hold on.
strangers to help him out.
Andrea, don't interrupt. Now, guys, what other ways could you spread your ass in a river?
Shit. I mean, without feet though, I don't know.
Willpower.
Yeah, no, and he probably can't swim. Rivers are dangerous for him.
Oh my God! Imagine this guy in a river.
Well, I'm just imagining a fucking pathetically bloated, fucking ineffectively disabled corpse. That's all I'm
With
imagining.
spread ass cheeks.
Just
Would you
half.
call him? Would you call him Bobber?
Yeah, I would call him his. That's what his name would be if he was in the river, is Bob, according to the old joke. Remember? What do you call a guy with?
Yeah. What would you call him if he was laying on your porch?
Matt.
Matt.
Monkey.
Porch monkey. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
What do you call a girl with one leg shorter than the other?
A cunt.
Eileen.
Eileen. Yeah.
What would you call her if she
I
was
looked at them.
Chinese?
Chinese.
Irene.
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 Go away.
I don't trust you, freaky slanty-eyed bitch.
Yeah.
You guys-
Your vagina.
Wait, do you guys not
Horizontal.
trust Asian people either?
No, of course not.
There's something so sketchy about
Something's
an Asian
wrong with them, dude. All right, here we go.
They all look like
See what
weird
we've
boys. They
achieved.
smell
It's
funny.
like, wow, maybe that was a really bad idea that we were there, but it was beautiful.
Oh, that's
Maybe
the end
it
of the
was.
video. All right, we're done with that. Done with that.
Maybe it
freak.
was a bad idea, Kyler. Well,
Maybe we
speaking
should go climb this
Wait,
mountain because
Vinny,
like
Just
apparently
like rub it in his face.
it's just no big deal. We'll,
Hey,
we'll do
idiot,
it.
we're a bunch of stoners and we did it too. You
We'll do it
stupid.
in an afternoon with our legs.
Oh, we're so impressed.
In fact, we should put stilts on just to make us taller. Just walk right up the side of it. Let's walk up Mount Kilimanjaro casually in stilts.
Oh, dude, and we'll
Soon.
wipe our own asses. It'll be great.
We'll
Yeah.
do it the whole time.
I'm gonna build like a
We'll
series.
just have-
we'll
just
wipe
ride
each
a
other's
train up the
asses.
We'll just
We'll
have
spread our
backpacks.
cheeks with our hands.
Yeah, we'll have backpacks full of toilet paper, and we'll do nothing but walk up. I love the visual of us all walking up the side of Mount Kilimanjaro in our stilts, but, you know, very casual. Like, you got to think about it like that. Just walk up the side, just shitting and wiping our ass constantly.
I'm gonna wear leather assless chaps.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do whatever you want because you're not
So
going to
the
be
poop-
with us.
So the poop flows out freely.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And
a
it's like
second.
no big deal. We just like did it by
Well-
accident. Like, oh look, we're up at the top. Wow.
Speaking of bad
What was
ideas,
that?
It's not even a fucking big deal. Sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
speaking of bad ideas, anyone ever get caught masturbating or looking at
Yes.
porn? I
Oh,
should say.
no.
I never
Yes.
had that, you know, but I think except for maybe by my girlfriend who I lived with, and it's like, oh, woo, you know. Yeah, no, I mean,
What are you mad at it? Does it owe you money?
don't do Amy Schumer jokes, you fucking
Oh, it's really good though.
jerk. No, it's not. Listen,
Wow. He just,
Bimbo.
He just got you. He got you good.
I know. So yeah, no, I think I have, just but in a way that totally didn't matter. But why do you ask?
Oh, I saw this really funny video.
Hmm.
It's sound clip. I should be precise, actually.
Oh, you should definitely. It's very important
Yeah,
right now.
this really funny clip of this kid getting caught looking at porn by his mother.
Right? Okay.
Have you guys seen that?
Look, through the
Why was he
magic.
recording
The
it?
second reference to like looking at children jerking off.
No. Okay, I think it's around 2 minutes, but
I just feel like this is the second reference to looking at children jerking off tonight.
when was the first? I don't remember that.
Yeah, and that's a pretty
Yeah.
good night if there's only been 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, usually
Well, I
there's
was like,
no
which
way to
one
be-
is he gonna pick?
Disappointed.
Hold
because
on,
we need
wait.
more.
All right.
The virus, and that's why there was porn on the screen. But
All right, there's a little
the video
intro.
speaks
This
for
guy
itself.
talking here.
Check it out.
Listen,
It's a virus.
listen,
Turn it up,
and I'm
turn it up.
sorry, but I need you. I have to have your dad talk to you about this because Mom's not very good about
No,
it.
Mom.
Listen.
Mom, I was
I wanna
searching
see what
around.
you want.
I was searching around the. I was searching
Why
around.
are you playing with yourself?
I was searching around the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Why were you playing with yourself? Dude, so
I've never seen anything like it.
so
That's pretty.
Wait,
what's going on here? The kid's live streaming himself. He's playing video games and like recording himself for YouTube or whatever.
right.
and he's
then he switches over to porn,
But he's
and
li-
he's
but he
accidentally
left his
recording still.
Yeah.
he's accidentally.
Yeah, this was
recording.
totally brought up earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, while we were off.
No,
air. Ruining
Yeah.
it.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah, Jesus.
I was searching around the. Mom. I was searching around the internet, and all of a sudden, I was
All of a
downloading
sudden.
this thing.
That's a
and
key
I
part.
gotta come.
That's a key part to any convincing lie. And all of a sudden,
All
Out
of a
of
sudden,
nowhere.
yeah, I did.
yeah, and I was downloading this thing, and
Right
all
when
of a
he walked
sudden,
in.
And
Wheels off the bus.
I never could have foreseen this in under any circumstance. You know.
Computer virus.
I want to see it. Show me what you were downloading.
I randomly.
She's got.
I
She's got the greatest mom voice of all time too.
Mm-hmm.
Just that, I guess it's probably northern Wisconsin or Minnesota or something.
Minnesota,
Yeah, Minnesota.
Yeah.
deleted the virus.
No, you did not. I have to have your dad.
I deleted the
All the-
I got
virus.
scared because I deleted the virus and I.
No, you're embarrassed.
No.
No, Mom, for
Nathan,
real.
listen to me. You don't play with yourself.
I didn't.
All right, I have to look at it.
My parent. Oh my God. You don't get it, do you, Mom? Mom, you
I
don't
mean-
get it at all.
this kid is doing okay. I mean, like,
He's really
I
sticking
got
with
scared
it.
because I
yeah,
deleted the
I
virus.
Love, I love
It gets
the
so
I
much
love the
worse.
commitment.
I got scared because I deleted the virus.
Just wait.
And then when he tries to explain why his pants are down, it's like the greatest thing of all
Yeah.
time.
Oh my God.
I did it. My pants slipped. Ah!
My
My pants slipped.
Yeah, they did. Oh my God, Mom.
Yeah, you're an
I had
idiot,
a
Mom.
computer virus, and I got scared that I had the virus. And when I was getting out of my chair, my pants were slipping, and I was pulling them up and getting back on the chair. Mom, it was a
Now
virus.
here's when Mom needs to let it go.
Yeah, she should have just let him have some space at that point too. She's kind of an asshole for like keeping that. Like he's obviously very embarrassed. He doesn't know
Oh,
how to
she's
handle
a total asshole. It
Oh.
gets so
Yeah.
assholey.
But then
Yeah,
she
it
goes,
gets way worse.
but she's like, you don't play with yourself. And it's like, what kind of? I don't think that's what you say as a parent. You don't try to make a kid feel ashamed for like for masturbating.
you know,
like that's
as
how
a-
you.
People do though.
But that's how you create Norman Bates. Like that's not what you want
Right.
to do. You know.
If and when I become a father, that's not the way you address that at all. And if my wife said that, I'd be fucking pissed at her.
Yeah.
You keep it in.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was like
Of your penis.
like 14 years old, I was spending like 3 days at my grandparents' house in Indiana.
Mhm.
And we were watching a Bill Cosby movie, and I adjusted myself, and my grandfather like yelled at me and locked me in a closet because we don't touch ourselves in Indiana.
Why were you getting turned on by Bill Cosby?
No, my balls were stuck to my leg,
Okay, and so
just itched.
and your grandpa
so you
locked you
started
in a closet.
masturbating?
Yep.
But which part of the Cosby Show turned you on?
And by the
It
way,
was,
is this a completely metaphorical story? I will ask.
No, this is actually like really
You
true. and
adjusted
kind of-
yourself watching Bill Cosby, and your grandfather locked you in a closet. I could see how
Yes.
this is all metaphors.
Yeah.
No, like that's actually truth.
Mm-hmm.
Well then.
You're gay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Then I
For Bill
understand.
Cosby.
Hold on. Let's get back to this here. Oh, it's loading. There we
It
go.
was a virus, Mom.
They both really do have great voices too.
I got scared. and
Classic kid and mom
pants
voice.
slipped down a little, and I was pulling them up. Mom,
I love
I'm telling the
you-
truth.
I got scared. My pants slipped because I was scared, you know. And
Obviously.
and I was pulling them up. You came in here right as this virus came up. There's nothing
Oh my
going
God,
on.
we're scared.
Dude,
I
what-
love that, like, you know this is real. This could never be faked. This is just totally
It's
genuine.
too good. Yeah, yeah.
It's the funniest shit I've
Yes,
ever.
and then I was pulling them up because I got scared of the virus.
I got scared of
Oh my God, Mom, for real.
Oh my God, Mom.
Jesus.
Mom,
Mom, why are you so dumb? You're not getting it.
You have to admire this kid's, you know, the strength of his will to stick with this.
His tenacity.
Yeah.
He does not
needs
want
his
to
mom
face
to
this.
believe
He
him.
is sticking to this.
serious. I'm serious. I have
I'm
a
trying
virus.
to masturbate.
Wait,
Go
wait,
away.
wait. Listen, go back. Listen to him.
I had a computer virus that led me there.
What? No, I can't really. I'm playing all this shit off
Alright,
my
alright,
phone. My
All right,
computer
let's
sucks.
listen.
The
Let's
virus
listen. Let's
scared the crap out of me by leading me to that stuff. And then I was getting off of my chair because I thought the virus would spy on me or something with my camera. so then I was getting off of my chair so it wouldn't see me. And I'm serious, Mom. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth.
Should I skip forward a little bit?
Yeah.
Because they pretty
my
much just
God,
keep doing this for a while, I think.
Go to the part where the
not
dad
too
beats
far.
him.
Don't skip forward too far.
Now I'm not shutting up. Cause
Yeah, you will.
Fine, God.
Is this what you want? Is this how I have to respond to you?
I don't
Nathan,
know.
I talk to you and I
Call child support right now. I'm done. I'm done. Call
Nathan,
child support.
I didn't even hurt you.
Oh, did we miss the part
You
where she
hurt
hit him?
me every time you don't
Yeah.
listen to me. Do
Should
you
I back it up?
understand me?
Child.
No.
Yeah,
just-
why did she
hit
do
him.
it?
No.
What-
I say
Hold
it
on.
nicely,
Keep going.
Nathan, please. How many times have I called you?
How's
Every
that-
single
How's
night.
that nice of you?
You prick.
Go! There's crap with you! I want you out!
Uh-huh. Now I'm not
What the
shutting
heck?
So
up.
that's where she hit. He called her a prick, and she hit
Fine,
and she hit him a bunch of times.
Is this what you want? Is this how I have to
I've
respond
heard
to
something
you?
like, how
I
does
know,
night
I
school
talked
working
to
out
you
for
and
you?
I-
Call child support right now. I'm done. I'm done. Call
Nathan.
child
Wait.
support.
What a little faggot! Your mom
Wait,
hits
wait,
you, and you fucking want
Wait,
to.
is it
Me every
pause?
time you don't listen to me. Do you understand me?
Child support.
Oh, shut up! My mom used to slap me once in a while, and it was hilarious.
He hasn't said anything about child services, has he?
Child
Yeah,
support.
he's
That's what
saying
he's
child
saying right now.
support.
Yeah.
He's
He hasn't
calling.
talked about
No, he's saying child support. He probably means child services. That's true.
Child
I-
protective services.
I knew
yeah,
that
that's
sounded
the
wrong.
funniest part.
He's
Oh
he,
my
wa- he's calling child support.
He's trying to get his child support.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that
Number.
booster chair where you eat your baby dinner?
Nathan,
Okay.
Let's
don't
listen-
you
let's
dare.
listen.
I will.
You will never have a mother again.
That's your fault.
She'll
Fuck
have
you.
glass eyes and a wooden tail.
Shouldn't spy on me.
Yeah.
While,
Hit yourself with a complete, like a complete.
spy on me while I'm
douchebag
jerking
while
off.
you're
This
doing
won't
it.
happen.
Start listening. Okay? That's being a douche.
That's the only solution, hitting.
No, it's not.
Then don't do it.
Then you know what, Nathan? Start listening. And maybe Mom won't have to respond like that.
Well, you know what? You're
Now I see
you're a
why
bad
you-
mother. You're a bad mother.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's the
Bad son, you
douchebag.
don't listen.
She is a bad
Go
mom,
ahead.
though.
Tell me what you want to
Yeah,
say.
dude,
It's
this
not
woman
gonna
sucks.
offend me
Leave
because
it
you're
It's
alone.
not gonna affect me either, because I'm sick of this. Listen to me.
get out of my face.
Go
Jesus.
to bed. Now I know why your father actually.
Well, you know what? If you're gonna be a complete douche like that, then I won't shut it down.
Talk to me like that. I gave you life, and you treat
The
me
only
like
thing
crap.
The only thing you're trying to specifically give me right now is a bunch of bruises because you don't know how to parent properly
No,
for crap.
that's not true.
Boom!
Alex, come on. Where are you at?
Sorry, I was eating chips.
No. What the
no,
fuck?
I
Yeah,
want.
we all have chips we'd like to be eating, Alex.
Sorry,
Yeah.
no. I want
We're in the middle of a show. If you hadn't fucking noticed.
Hey, fucker! I want.
I'm about to go to sleep. By the way.
I want
Okay.
the audience. I want everyone to be able to hear this because it's really funny.
Yeah, it is great on its own, but also, you know, there was a place that really required the fucking DJ horn noise. You got to be ready with that thing.
Sorry,
Pam,
buddy.
pam.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on it. Let's go.
All right, hold on. I'm going to back it up a second. Let me see if you get it right.
Well, you know what? If you're gonna be a complete douche like that, then I won't shut it down.
Talk to me like that. I gave you
No, that's
The only
not
thing
it.
you're- The only thing you're trying to specifically give me right now is a bunch of bruises because you don't know how to parent properly
No,
for crap.
that's not true. I asked you, please go to bed. You have to get up in the morning.
Yes, hitting me in the head a million times
Yeah,
asking, get the heck out of my room.
You know what, Nathan? I asked you when I asked you. I said it, Nathan. I called
Man.
to you since 10:30. Actually, 20 after.
Yeah, and you said I can stay on.
No, I said I
One
want
minute
you off
you're
by
about to
10.
No,
bust
you
a
should
nut.
really
Next
keep
minute,
your
this
word,
shit's
because you
happening.
said I could
Yeah,
stay on
exactly.
for a
No,
little
What
bit
the
longer.
fuck?
This kid was about to
Couldn't you
have
leave out the window?
this kid
That's
was
why
about
he-
to this kid was about to have some like clear shitty little 9-year-old orgasm, you know?
Right.
And,
Yeah, he was watching a nice video with two girls and one guy. He was about
He's
to
gonna
come-
have a dry pump.
He's just gonna like cum mucus, you know, just doesn't do
He's
anything.
just gonna hump a pillow for a while.
And and next thing you know, yeah, mom is giving you all the kinds of shit.
And
I
you
said
still keep causing bull crap.
Nathan, I said at 10 o'clock. Please get off so you can go to bed and watch a show.
And then you said I can stay up longer. So bull
No,
crap.
I didn't.
Bull crap.
Stop talking to me like that.
Dude, that makes this
Better
video
than
so
you.
much better.
Bull. I don't care.
Go to bed. You better listen.
No, because you kept hitting me.
Nathan,
You
go
can
again?
No.
Because then go to bed.
God, you're annoying.
Go to bed.
I know, you
Ethan.
can't even do that accent. It's so weird.
Then go to
I don't
bed.
like you either.
Go to bed.
You're a bad mother! You're a bad
Alex.
mother! You're a bad mother! You're a bad mother!
Yeah, come on. We need a lot of that right now.
Hey everyone! Everyone thinks hitting is the only solution! Final stop!
That's enough.
Well, it's true.
Go to bed. You don't holler like that.
You think it's such a big deal about me not going to bed at stupid 10:30? It's such a big deal that you hit your own son. You shouldn't even be hitting your son in the first place. Terrible mother you are.
I don't mean to do that. The next time
If you don't mean to do it, then don't do it all.
then listen to me. Stop making
Well, you
me
know what?
tell
Even
you
if I didn't
50
listen,
million times.
even if I didn't listen, you shouldn't be the.
Yeah, this kid has some creepily, like some, what is that? Who's playing that? Stop that. What is that? The fuck is...
It's gonna go perfectly with this clip.
Okay, Jesus. Listen, this kid has some like sort of creepily fucking conniving and underhanded little argument tactics already. Like he's a really
Yeah.
He's a survivor.
he's a really good arguer for a little kid. I bet his
Well,
parents.
his mom sounds like a total asshole.
Yeah, kind of.
Like she obviously just engages him and stoops to his level,
Yeah,
which you can't do with a kid that young.
but I mean, he sound. We don't know how old he is. He could be older than he sounds, I guess, to us. I
No,
don't know.
he said something about I'm gonna go to 5th grade.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like 10.
Yeah,
Um,
and she's like, "No, you're not."
no,
You were
you're
10 when you went
not.
to 5th grade?
And she started smacking the shit out of him pretty early.
Yeah, totally.
He
I don't
didn't
know.
even say the F word.
Yeah, he did call her a prick. What the fuck was that?
Let's get back to the video.
He did call her a prick though. She's like, "You don't say that to me." Started hitting him.
You fucking loser!
You're the douchebag.
You're the douchebag.
That's the douchebag.
You're
Hey.
Andrea. You're doing.
Douchebag who
You're doing like a construction worker voice. You're not,
Yeah.
not doing
I
it
can't
right.
do it. It's too weird. All I can say
that's
is
the
bars.
You're doing like
and
the
things with an R sound.
you're doing like the Charles Bronson voice kind of.
That's the douchebag.
Yeah.
86, you're gone.
Son, I can't go to bed when
Well,
he's
you know
told.
what? If you're gonna have a problem with being called those names, then you're gonna have.
They're not gonna start calling
Then that's
me
your
that.
problem because you're the person that even brought it up.
Well, they're not gonna start calling me that. They
Yeah.
call me that.
And that makes
Because
you
you like that.
And that makes you even more of one.
Well, that makes
Yeah.
you more of one too. It goes both ways.
Haha,
Go to bed.
you're a douchebag. Yeah, you said you're gonna call me one. Call me one. I'm not gonna be
Go to
offended.
bed. I'm done.
No, I'm not offended. I'm not offended.
I'm not offended by you. Go to bed. I've had it. With
Yeah,
you.
sure you're not. If you're not offended, then why are you crying like a little baby?
Oh.
You're like, why don't you respect me?
Oh shit!
That's not showing me any respect.
Of course
you know
not.
What?
Computer.
Well, you know what?
You don't deserve
need
respect,
if you're gonna be
fucking
hitting
cunt.
your son, physically hitting your son,
Yeah.
right, and claiming
What
you're
you
gonna call
like
them
hitting
names like
crack
that.
pipe?
I don't do that.
So basically, you don't even deserve the stuff that you want.
What is your problem?
What is your problem?
Damn.
If you're pissed because Dad and I aren't together, you're not going to take it out on me. I don't care anymore. Is that your problem?
No. The problem is that you're a bad parent.
You
No,
little
I'm not,
wuss, you
Nathan.
care that your parents
Come
got
on,
divorced?
That's what's going on here. This kid has learned how to be a motherfucker in an argument from his dad.
Because
That-
his dad is a piece of shit.
I'm sure
and
his dad never gives an inch. You know what I mean? His dad is just the biggest ass, you know, to this woman, you know, probably. And this kid has just learned that all. Just like, okay, so this is exactly how I control and exploit her emotionally. And here's
And it works.
because like look what he turned this situation. They're not talking about him jacking off anymore at all.
Yeah,
and it's only
they're
been a few
talking
minutes.
about divorce and shit.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God.
This kid he's controlling
He's
this
a
entire
genius.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he is running the show here. This kid is really, really impressive.
Yeah,
He
and
has a whole different hard on right now.
he learned this from his father.
Oh, really?
Because
Then
you
what the heck was that crap?
I am tired of you. This is my home.
What was
and
that
you're not
crap
gonna raise
the
your
past
voice
20
to me.
minutes
You don't
ago?
raise your voice to me. Ever. You're going to start showing
Well,
respect
guess who's
to me.
raising their voice too?
Go to bed now. I asked you too many times. I'm going
Well,
to bed
yeah,
way
want
too
me to
late.
tell you something?
I have to go
You
up
know
in
this how-
5 hours. So don't you. Go
Yeah.
to bed.
Okay. So first
So
of all,
don't you?
if you actually want me
So
to
don't
go
you.
to bed, then why do you keep bringing up a bunch of bull crap?
Go to bed, please.
I can't if you're bringing up bull crap.
Look, and he's just trying to take it as far as he can away from the masturbating thing. He's just
Yeah.
he wants her to keep arguing because he feels awkward, but he wants it to be about
Exactly.
something else. You know, he's
No,
just gonna keep
but,
it going.
But this kid's a gangster.
Really good deflection.
Wow, Alex, is that what that was all about?
Yeah, I was working so hard to get that
You
in.
should realize
Alright.
that by now.
I don't see you going.
Yeah, and I don't see you leaving, so I actually can do that specific task. I'm not yelling. You're the one being a mental retard.
I'm not yelling.
You're going to regret it.
Yeah, and one of these days you're not gonna have me. So same thing goes with you.
Is that about
Want me
it?
to tell you something, Mom? The funny thing is that you already lost yours. I don't even care.
What did he say that about?
I don't know.
I think the dad.
Yeah.
Well, lost her what?
For her virginity.
No.
Her mom.
Wait, play it back. Maybe we can pick up on what they mean.
No, I don't think so.
All right, keep going.
Yeah.
Because that is how I have to respond to you. Is that what you want? For me to hit
I
you?
don't know. Do you want me to call child support?
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed
Oh,
to myself
shut
and my
up.
buddies,
Wait, do you want me to call child support?
That is a classic abuser language. You see, you make me hit you. Is that what you want?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You look your mom in the eye and call her a prick, and she slaps you a few times. Is that really that weird? I don't think that's.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this person doesn't know how to communicate.
Well,
So her kid doesn't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
But she's got her fucking hands full. I mean, honestly, she deserves the fucking dude who fathered this child and taught him how to be a manipulative fuck to be there to slap him around. Like, she shouldn't have to be dealing with this alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's
that
not.
kid is a dick.
That's what dads are for. They're there to slap you around when you're being a fucking prick.
Do you know how big of a fucking applause break you would have just gotten from a daytime talk show audience with what you just said? Man,
Daddy needs to be in this picture.
He needs to take care of his responsibilities and be a man and do what his family needs him to do, y'all. Yeah.
Plus, I need
man can have a-
$200.
Any man can have a baby, but it takes a real man to be a father.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was the first version of like Facebook comments. Was the crowd at a daytime talk show. That's the evolution of the Facebook comment. That's like that's the one-celled organism version of a Facebook comment. And then you know, the Cambrian that's the pre-Cambrian era comment, and then post-Cambrian is, you know, when Facebook started. Well, that's what they call it in science.
Evolved version that we have today.
Right, yeah. No, but it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that used to be where you would just... Yeah, that was where you would hear the average morons fucking just take on something, you know?
Yeah.
That was the first place I remember. I don't know about you guys.
Forums.
Wait, are you calling me an average moron?
I'm calling you anything but late for dinner, friend. Okay. Listen, I don't know why that made me laugh so much. It's so terrible. The worst things I've ever said. What do we have? What else do we have, Andrea? It's pretty much time for a break or to get out of here.
That's all I had. Yeah.
All right, you're out of here.
I think it's time to call it a night.
Hey, thanks for listening to us. Anybody who made it this far is awesome.
You got a good end of the show tonight.
Yeah, you got a good end of the show. I'll stay on if anybody wants to chat about some weird stuff. I would like to do something really weird if anybody else wants to hang out. Alex?
Mexico.
Alex?
China.
Alex.
Yeah?
Do you want to hang out?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Fake out.
No, yeah, I do.
John Black, you said you got to go?
Yeah, I've got to work at like 6:30.
I fully understand.
All right, we're out here for a minute.
All right.
Good.
David Box, thanks a lot for your contributions tonight.
Yeah,
of
thanks
course.
for all three of your contributions.
That
Sorry,
no
I know
arms.
nothing about black people.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we even did that at this point. That was hilarious.
Oh, no, we're gonna learn you about black people. Don't worry about that.
We're gonna learn you, and that's what they say.
All right, we'll be back.
Are we just gonna bullshit? I thought we were gonna talk about something cool.
Hey, did you watch that video I sent you of the Mexican cartel like chopping all those people up?
No, man, I just didn't have the stomach for it this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted you to watch it because it's just insane. Like, first of all, they're just cutting people's heads off with axes. So it's like a bunch of people, men and women, you know, like bound and gagged and out in this field, and they're filming, and these people just casually just start chopping their heads off with axes and kill all of them, and then throw the heads in this barrel and they start this big fire in this barrel, and then they start like chopping up all the rest of the bodies and just like casually tossing them into these burning garbage cans or whatever, barrels.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I wanted you to watch that so that you would.
I feel like you just want somebody else to have to see what you saw.
Kind of, dude. It's just so fucking strange. Like, can you imagine like killing a human being, chopping their head off, and then chopping them up like lumber and just tossing them into a fucking like literally they're tossing arms and legs like they're nothing, just like.
So they've obviously done it before.
Yeah, of course. They don't give a fuck at all. And they're talking throughout the thing. You know, my Spanish isn't good enough to really pick up on much of it, but they're just like casually shooting the shit, talking and laughing while they're doing this.
Right. Yeah, I gotta improve my Spanish. But yeah, I don't know if I want to watch that right now. Do you want me to watch it right now?
Yeah, go ahead. You should. Actually, I'll watch it with you again if you want to.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Let me pull it up. We got to go to our Facebook page because, you know, I just wanted to talk about it too because it's just fucking strange to me how many people there are, because these are only a small percentage of the people that do this around the world. You know, this is one little fucking band of a cartel, whatever, you know.
Right. Well, I loved what you said about how we freak out about watching a kid get tortured a little, like barely, by a couple black teenagers, but then we don't even pay attention to stuff like this.
Exactly. That's happening right across the border.
Like, exactly. A couple 100 miles away from some Americans.
Wait, where did I say? No, that's having fun at the morgue. That's
okay.
Not,
is it after that or before that?
Probably before it. It should be right next to it somewhere.
Ooh, I like the ads on this website.
Yeah, they always have fucking really hardcore porn ads next to death videos. Always. It's fucking weird.
It's
like why are they trying to link those things in your brain? That seems like an evil thing to do.
Dude, that bugs me so much because I know that's what's happening.
Oh, okay. All right. So this video is from Blog Del Narco.
Blog, are you on this? Are you on the video right now?
I'm pulling it up on my phone because of my shit computer problems. But yeah, this is Blog Del Narco. I first learned about this site from Mexican guys that I worked with, and they were like, "Yo, because I was interested in how cartels worked in politics and all this kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, look, if you really want to learn about this stuff, go to this site. And this is a site that like a lot of Mexican guys go to see news about the cartels. And it's called, blogdelnarco whatever. You can find it. Com. It's a .com.
It's El Blog de Narco.
That's not the one that I'm talking about. That might be like a spin-off or cheap knockoff thing.
All right, well, whatever I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now is El Blog de Narco, I guess. But the other one is just Blog El Narco or what? It's Blog Del Narco. It's starting to sound all weird when you say something too many times. You're like, it just starts melting out.
Is the thumbnail for this a guy in a tan shirt tied up, and the guy on the right to him is holding an axe?
Yeah.
In black. Okay.
That's
well, tell me when you want to click.
All right,
start.
I'm starting it right now.
Yeah, I'll hold on for you.
So I don't know how you would find this video. I guess it's on goregrish.com, GOREGRISH, and they got that from El Blog Del Narco. But yeah, the Mexican guys that I worked with were like, go check this site out. And it is really interesting, to be honest. And you don't have to watch fucking shit videos like this to go to that site and learn stuff, you know. So let's get back to this video. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This shit is fucking crazy. You see these guys just sitting there.
Somebody just got hit by an axe.
Oh, well then you're way ahead of me. I'm at 104.
Well, where are you?
I just told you 104. Yeah, they just said assholes. Oh my god. Yeah, so all these people are tied up and gagged, and they just got hit with the axe, the first one. Oh, oh Jesus. And they're all just sitting there.
And then the other one's getting cut by a knife throat. Oh my god. you making me watch this.
I told you this is fucked up.
No, you feel like.
And there's just like 3 or 4 guys with axes walking around slowly chopping all their heads off. Like
you're trying to make me fucking have the same nightmares as you. This is what's happening.
Look.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Oh my god.
This guy's just chopping this person's neck over and over and over.
I don't know if I
so the
can.
head
I don't
won't come
know if
off.
I can keep watching this, dude.
Just keep watching it. You're gonna be fine.
Now
they do
the
traditional.
You see the guy holding the head?
Yeah, they do the traditional. Place the heads on top of the bodies and walk around with them, and now they throw them all in this burning blue barrel, and they're fucking chopping off limbs right here. Just throwing them in the barrel, just like they're nothing.
At least they know how to dispose of a body. I mean,
Yeah.
it really bugs me when serial killers like freeze the body parts.
Well, look,
or,
these are just like normal dudes in jeans and t-shirts, and you know, like there's a bunch of people doing this. Is not.
These are not normal dudes.
No, I know they're not, but it's not like it's like one deranged psychopath. Like this is a group of people doing this. This is my point.
Yeah, it's like 12 dudes nonchalantly cutting off limbs.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I see him hitting at the leg right now. Are you there?
Yeah, just chopping at the one in the jeans.
Oh my god, yeah, yeah. Trying to fucking cut the cat by the thigh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
I told you this is a video of people getting their heads chopped off and their arms and legs chopped off and thrown in a burning barrel.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna turn the brightness down.
Turn the brightness down. That'll make it better.
Yeah, at least it won't be.
Ew, and they're chopping. Oh, they just tried to like carry the leg away, and it was still attached by some fucking.
Yeah,
strands.
luckily I looked away as soon as that started to happen. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, dude. Now there's just a bunch of torsos laying around.
This is so fucked, dude.
That's what I'm telling you. It's the casualness of it, right? And they're just chilling and talking. And it only takes like 5 chops to chop through a leg, apparently. Well, this one's taking longer. But it's a pretty thick leg. In the barrel, burning it up.
Recado para ti, Ricardo Santillán, que te tapen la cara. El bolo y la bola de perros que participaron matando inocentes, porque solo así asustan, jotos, haciéndose pasar por fuerzas castrenses, engañando al pueblo y autoridades. Tengo una lista, como por ejemplo Homero Cuevos, comandante.
Yeah, speechless, right? Yeah, they're still chopping here in the video.
Dude, I don't want to watch this.
Are you not watching it anymore?
No, well I am, but I don't want to.
No, I don't want to either. It's fucking horrifying.
Right, I'm stopping this. I'm stopping it. Oh
I mean,
my god, dude. This is really bad.
That one made me nauseous.
I'm drinking a beer. This is not good. I'm nauseous as fuck.
Yeah, that one really fucked me up. That's why I sent it to you. I was like, dude, what? Like, we have to talk about this. Like, what is happening in the world that there's large groups of people in many parts of the world that will do stuff like this? You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a video. I've never seen a video like that come out of the United States. By the way, for all of our flaws and all of the shitty stuff about our country, I have never seen any video like that come out of the U.S. ever.
The worst thing we have is like people beating somebody up, and then they let them go usually.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's videos of murders, but not videos of a gang. Literally, like gang videos in the U.S. are a bunch of people just like chilling out, like pointing guns, and like smoking weed and just talking shit and blah blah blah. But like in Mexico, it's a video of them chopping up a bunch of men and women until they're just little pieces.
Is that the way they show the other gangs, that they're really hard?
Oh, definitely. That's what a lot of this site, Blog Del Narco, that I was telling you about, a lot of stuff on that site is just like gangs posting videos to that site and being like, yo, look what we did to your fucking people, and then they all comment. And I would use like a translator or whatever, you know, site to read it all. And it was just all like people in different cartels like talking shit like, yeah, we slit his throat, he squealed like a little bitch and shit. And then like just like threatening each other and like talking shit to each other from the different cartels and stuff. That's what a lot of stuff on that site is. That's why I found it so interesting, and I was, you know, kind of looking. That's where I first saw the Mexican chainsaw beheading. You've seen that, right?
So Blog Del Narco, I'm on there now. So you translate everything, because there's really nothing in English.
Yeah, you just take it. I mean, some of it I would know enough Spanish to know what they're talking about, at least, kind of, you know.
Yes,
but like
same here.
Some of it, I would just copy it into a, like, I forget what translator I was using back then, but anyways, you've seen the Mexican chainsaw beheading, right?
I don't want to see it, man.
Seriously, you do?
No.
Yeah,
I don't. I know you like this kind of stuff, but I don't.
I don't like this. It's just a duty.
Well, you watch a lot of this kind of shit, so you might.
Listen, it's just a sense of obligation, I feel, honestly. You should watch the Mexican chainsaw beheading. Just Google Mexican chainsaw beheading. Just do it.
No.
Seriously, come on.
That's all I type in?
Yeah, Mexican chainsaw beheading. It'll be somewhere.
No, dude, I'm trying to go to bed. I can't watch this kind of shit.
Why? It's not going to come out of the screen and saw your head off. It's going to be fine.
I don't. No, dude. This is like this is one of those things where you watch it and no, I've done this before. I've watched beheading videos, and the only way I could really get myself to stop thinking about it was to make my friends watch it too. It's like you have to pass it along. I know what you're doing, man.
It's like a virus that I just need to infect you with.
It's one of those weird horror movie things where if it's gonna kill you if you don't pass it along to somebody else, and they have to pass it along to somebody else.
Are you gonna watch it or not?
No.
Come on.
I just watch people get their heads chopped off by axes and kitchen knives.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, that's horrific, right? How about Fun at the Morgue? That one was pretty funny. That's why I sent you.
Are they the dead bodies?
No, but it's just come on, just here. I'm pulling it up right now. Fun at the Morgue.
All right, why is there hardcore? There's like the hardcore pornography next to a guy.
I know.
Oh my god!
Weird.
I don't. Now I'm thinking about sex, but I'm looking at
But you're looking at dead bodies and shit. I know. It's so unhealthy. I don't know why I do this. Here, let's watch Fun at the Morgue.
Vinny, let the record show you're a fucking psychopath.
Okay, that's fine. Here's Fun at the Morgue. Oh, that's a pretty girl.
She is kind of hot.
I forget.
This is
It's just
4chan.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of stills of some morgue pranksters.
Are these real dead bodies?
Oh yeah, you better believe it, pal.
Do you think they fuck these dead bodies?
I've seen pictures. Yeah, I have.
What have you seen?
One time I was dating this really crazy girl that she's like gets a text and laughs and goes, look at this. My friend just sent me this hilarious picture, and it's a dead female body from like bird's eye view of her laying on her back, and her abdomen is split wide open, and all of her organs are removed. And the guy taking the picture happens to be a black gentleman with a rather large penile member, if that's a thing to say, and he's inserted into her vagina, but there's no innards or anything or any inner workings, so it's just like, and the abdomen is split open, so you just see his dick like just kind of sticking up into her abdomen in the picture.
All right, let me ask you this. Why do you think I think you have this innate thing in you where you have to see this kind of shit. Do you think it's because your ancestors saw this kind of shit all the time, and it's in your DNA? It's kind of ingrained that it's normal to see this, and then you see it, and our culture tells you this is wrong.
Right.
But maybe there's something deep inside you that says, no, this is normal for us to see, and that's why you watch it.
Yeah, kind of, and it also, like, it's not even ancestors, too. Like, a lot of the world still deals with this type of violence, you know?
Yeah,
and,
but I mean, we've talked before about how we know DNA.
No, I understand. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Traumatic memories, yeah, so.
Right, but, you know, I'm going back to fun at the morgue while we talk, but, ooh, she's got an eyeball, oh, dude, this is just all, like, pictures of people, you know, fucking around at the morgue. She's got an eyeball in her mouth. Did you see that one?
The eyeball, the eyeball tricks are kind of funny.
Yeah. All right, so you're watching this with me?
I know, I already watched it. I'm not gonna watch it again.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if it's necessarily that so much as that I just feel like, you know, so many people have to experience these horrific things, and it's part of reality. Like, I'll watch anything, dude. The internet is so fucking great. I've watched so many things I would have never seen, heard, or known about if I had lived 40 years ago, you know? Never would have known or seen or experienced so many different things, and this is just part of reality to me, and it's hard to confront, and it makes me fucking, like, dude, I want to, like, look away a lot of these times, too, when I'm watching videos like this, and sometimes I do. Some videos I can't fucking take, and I just, you know, I click off of it, but...
I'll tell you this, though, buddy. Watching a video of something is not the same thing of seeing it in person.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What other option do I have? You know what I mean? Like, I will try to watch anything that I can, pretty much any part of reality of any kind, just to see that it happened and maybe understand that real people did it. That are, you know what I mean? It's try to understand that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, okay, maybe it helps you understand it, but you're not experiencing what it's like to see somebody hold an eyeball in their hand or whatever.
You want to see, you have to see that shit in person. Like, dude,
yeah,
videos are one thing, but have you ever seen a fucking guy holding an eyeball in his hand live? That shit is raw.
Just because, like, I used to, like, watch videos and look at all these pictures of places I wanted to travel, and that was cool, but it's not the same as actually seeing it. It just how I feel that this is probably the same way. You have to actually see it to really get the emotions that it should bring out of you.
Yeah, and maybe. I don't know.
I feel like you're kind of fetishizing it when you just watch videos of it.
I don't know. I'm just telling you the thought process I go through. Because I go, why am I doing this?
I understand what it is. Yeah, I mean, it is interesting.
I ask myself, why am I doing this too? You know, and I go, just like, you know, I don't know. I think I like, because I don't really enjoy it, to be honest with you. It's not like a thing that I go like, because there are people that love watching death videos and they get like a thrill or even like a sexual excitement out of it, and it's not anything like that. It's more just like, I just wonder at the fucking brutalness of reality. It's like, I just can't, you know what I mean? It like,
yeah,
it just is compelling and fucking, and it's one of those extremes about life that nobody really wants to talk about or look at, but it happens, and it happens to people, and the least I could do is just watch a video of it. You know, I mean, imagine what it's like to be actually murdered. Sure. It's probably pretty bad. I would guess. You know.
Well, I don't know. Once the DMT kicks in, I think you're good.
Well, I've wondered about beheading because, like, you know, beheading like would probably be pretty much a shock. You might not feel that much of anything, you know.
Dude, I just thought your body wouldn't receive the DMT that it normally would you know, if you were getting attacked by a tiger or something.
Right.
Because your head is separated from your body. So all your head can give you feeling of is the rest of your head. I mean, neck below, you have no feeling of.
Right.
I wonder what that's like. And I guess it's probably the same as like when a chicken gets their head cut off.
Yeah.
I mean, of course your body still has some energy, but I think your head still is like, God, what would that be like if you feel like you were on a guillotine and you got your head chopped off?
I know. I've thought about this a lot too. Like trying to imagine just getting cut off from the rest of your body and that like 8 seconds of fucking consciousness that you would still have. It'd be so strange.
Do you have the point of view of you falling from your body and landing on the ground?
Because 8 seconds also isn't enough time to get just past like, holy shit, you know, just the initial, just like, fuck shock of it, you know, like.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're expecting it to happen, so maybe you can. I don't know. That's a weird one.
I remember the first beheading video I ever watched in my life was on Blog Del Narco, and it was like some fat Mexican guy who was like, they made him give this big long speech, and you could tell he was really hoping that they were gonna let him go after that, and he was an older guy. He was not a fucking gangster. He was like some fucking regular, you know, very, very timid, you know, very scared guy. And they were like, all right, from now, the translation was like, from now, now you will go from here to another place or something like that. And he's like, what, where am I going? What do you mean? Are you taking me somewhere else? And they're just like, no, you're gonna fucking die. And he starts crying, and they start like putting the knife up to his throat, and he holds up his like forearms and his hands to try to block the knife away, and the one guy on his side just fucking hits him like harder than I've ever seen anybody hit anybody, right in the fucking ribs, like totally exposed ribs and stomach area, you know, and just fucking just slams him so hard. This huge dude just hits him, and the guy just like lets out all his air, and his hands drop. He's just like, and his hands drop, and they just like slice into his throat right at that moment. I was like, oh my God. That was the first beheading I ever saw. I'm like, these things are fucking serious. This is some serious shit, dude. And I don't know what I had expected to see, but that whole little scene, I'll never get that out of my head. That whole little scene I described.
Exactly. Yeah. When you watch your first beheading video, you don't know what you expect to see. It's like, and when you're done with it, you're like, what was I trying to, like, what was I doing?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I understand why people don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to see it either.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel this like sense of obligation that I just need to watch it. I don't know why.
I know you and I have this in common. I don't like seeing like open operations, like open heart surgery or something, or cut. I can't watch this shit at all.
No.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same with like beheadings. I don't like to see the inside of a neck. Like, I don't want to see that.
No, that part of it's pretty gay, but like the other, I'm more interested in seeing like what a person does, says, and looks like when they know they're about to die violently. Like they know, you know what I mean? I'm more interested in this weird thing because the one weird thing that I've noticed over having seen 1,000 of these fucking things, people are remarkably calm and peaceful right before they die.
Well, you've mostly seen Mexicans, and they understand what's happening. They've heard the stories.
No, it's all Mexico, Middle East, or Far Eastern Europe, you know.
Right. In all these places, I mean, this is just a part of life. You know, people get beheaded or stoned to death all the time.
You know what's weird in the modern culture of death videos, I've never seen much shit out of Africa at all. And you know they got fucking cell phones in a lot of places, you know.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know how cell phone service is in Uganda. Have you seen, there was like I think it was a Vice documentary or something about Uganda, where they were filming like action, like martial arts action videos, but with like 90s cameras.
No.
It was just really funny. They were filming stuff and editing stuff like they were in the 90s with like really old equipment, and then they were trying to build a helicopter. This was one part of it.
No, that's I've seen the Zimbabwe helicopter.
That's so that's a separate video.
Yeah.
That's really, and it just doesn't fly. That's the one.
Yeah,
right?
The one that's just built out of garbage, and they're like, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I've seen that
weird
one.
Because like those people, they have like like you'll see them wearing like Chicago Bulls stuff, but then they can't even build like a helicopter. It's really weird.
I'd like to see you try to build a helicopter in the middle of the fucking African desert with no resources. I mean, the funny thing is we did that on this show once. We did the Zimbabwe helicopter video and made fun of it a lot. But then we had to admit, like, this guy probably did a lot better than any of us could do with the resources that he had, you know.
Sure.
But anyways, what the fuck were we talking about? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, show's over. Good night. Any last words, Alex?
Yeah. I just have to say one thing.
Did you ever try anal? Talk about sex.
All right, good night.
Strip naked. Have you ever been spanked? I am Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predators. Anal sex.